Homelander loses to most other versus take is we've been talking about this since 2020. I'm not jumping on you, Craig. It's just doing something on Twitter. Like every day, there's like a Superman will kick Homelander's ass, and I'm like, we know. Shit, this is the 5th time you've.
Okay, hold on. I always see it. Whenever I come across it, it's always the opposite of like Homelander could totally fucking cream like whoever.
Listen, maybe it does exist.
No. Okay, but
never like the.
That's what I always say.
No, okay, but see, every time
Homelander Glazers.
Every time
Mm-hmm.
that you see the Homelander Glazers, there will then be someone
tweeted.
Next time you see a tweet about how Homelander could kick somebody's ass, check the replies. There will be a anti-Glazer in there being like,
and there's a more popular tweet saying, "Womp womp, that ain't true. Omni-Man wins," and then everyone's like, "So true. I'm gonna retweet this." People, I saw someone talking about Invincible and be like, in BT Tubs, Omni-Man could totally kick Homelander's ass. I'm like, we're talking about this. We're talking about it. Anyway.
all right.
Where will you be
Weirdly
in
passionate about
500 years?
All right, I'm sure.
Beating Homelander, Dad. I'll be beating
I'm sharing
Homelander.
the game to you guys. I changed my stream title to I am using logic and shit because I am freaking Edgeworth, and now we can play the game. So hopefully, now that my computer updated, it won't be so. We won't have issues anymore. My computer really heard it's time to start Ace Attorney and said, no, not yet.
Send it to Nerdle Machine exclusively. I don't know what you're trying to do.
You're trying to play a game that you bought and downloaded? What? No, we only play browser
Roman,
games.
it's been 20 days since you turned me off. After that one, it's if I go to sleep, I should put my computer also in sleep mode. That way it can rest.
I don't do that. I don't do that.
It's
to go
called sleep.
I went to work the other day when I wasn't scheduled, obviously, but to get my W-2s printed out.
He's talking about the murder weapon.
No, okay, we stopped.
Wait. Guys, what are you saying, Lauren?
Yeah.
And I turned off. I by habit I shut down the computer, in the manager's office. Whoops! And the store manager goes, "Whoa! I didn't even know how to turn it back on."
That's real though, because nobody ever turns off work computers, bro. Like they just plug them in.
I do, apparently.
No, you put them on sleep mode because they're
No, we
tired.
didn't.
Lisan al-Gaib.
We got to this scene, read like one line, and then realized Lauren had gotten up, and we're like, actually, we should probably stop. Let's stop
Yeah, that's
here.
what happened.
I think she was asleep.
Or
I
was
fell
this? I don't know what happened. I just remember being like, all right, I guess
fell
we'll
asleep.
stop
I was
then."
trying so hard to be present and awake.
It's okay. It's okay. Delicia Stone's cream was not worth listening to anymore. So
It wasn't, no.
No.
-2 bit. Maybe tonight's bits will be better. Let's see.
Your lawyer. You need to be crucified.
Look at my lawyer, dog. I'm going to jail.
So why don't we'll just start from this like time card that's on screen. The December 24th, 8:05 contest venue, and then Gregory.
Mr. Von Karma, we'd like to speak with you if that's all right. Gregory.
Is Lauren still Von Karma, or are we doing a
Yeah, fuck it.
shuffle?
I am.
Otherwise, Kirk will have 3 characters in the scene, and only
Give
I'm
them
allowed
to
do that.
me.
Okay.
Give me what I want.
Judging by your faces, I'm guessing you found the murder weapon. I don't remember the voice I was doing.
That's pretty much.
Yeah, that'll work. We did.
He was in the last stream for like 2 seconds before Delicia
We
Stone
did
happened.
remember the voice that you used. It was
We all remember the voice.
It was in Miss Scone's room.
I think we all remember.
It's called Scon, actually. It's Scon.
Which means that Mr. Tangaroa should no longer be the only person of interest.
Nonsense.
It's actually pronounced nonsense.
It doesn't matter where the weapon was found. Tangaroa is guilty. I'm just doing my own voice. And as long as this is the case, guilty he shall remain.
Your own gay voice, but like intense and scary.
It makes
Me-
he sounds like his
kind
dog.
of- Wow.
How can he be so
I'm not
sure of
German, though,
Mr.
apparently.
Tangaroa's guilt? You have an explanation, I assume? For why the murder weapon was in Miss Scone's room? You like scones?
I like scones. Of course I do. And I'll be delighted to share it with you. I'm so American. I don't even remember how to do a German accent.
I'm the most American you've ever seen.
I'm the most American.
This
you've
was
ever
back when he
seen.
was still practicing
Matt
law in America. Fast forward to the main game, and
can't
he
you
was in
tell
I
jail
by
match
for
my
his-
this or
accent to wherever I am.
Can't you tell from his cravat?
nothing.
It's like Fred from Scooby-Doo.
All
Tangaroa
American.
Frost with one of Scone's salt lamps in order to frame her for the murder. To complete the deception, he took it back to her room once the deed was done. After all, if it had been found near the victim's body, Tangaroa would have seemed doubly suspicious. A body may be hard to move, but a murder weapon? Considerably less so. Murder weapon. And that is why there was no piece of evidence on the scene that pointed to a particular suspect.
I like that shocked face, followed by the smile.
So, it's your assertion, it's your assumption that Tangaroa took the salt lamp back to room.
Uh-oh.
I was like, to
This looks like a joke.
Uh-oh.
Super Gregory.
Wait, he's the computer.
It's happening again!
open it to a separate tab. You can
Okay, hold on.
certain.
Indeed! Someone play the Indeed sound effect.
Alright, you have a new
So
job
weird.
application. Service.
That's not.
It was more than an assertion. It is a fact based on my own investigation.
Where's Omni-Man? You mean you have proof that he did so? Yes, to the ones that we got.
No.
I don't need any such thing. Giga Chad without proof.
Bye bye.
Are you sure?
I can't do it. If you have a rebuttal, I'll be happy to hear it.
Where's Omni-Man?
Where is he?
But I highly doubt you'll be able to fault my logic.
Oh, I'm
I've reached the nexus point with that bit where every time I hear the word logic now, I think of logic, and sometimes I say it.
Uh-oh.
Wubba dubba dubba dub dub.
Is that true?
Hold it. So he took one of the salt lamps from Miss Scone's room back to his own?
Indeed.
Indeed!
Roll the clip.
Indeed. Hold on.
There's two Maloses.
Two Maloses? How do I? Okay.
Together, they're
what they call a
ultra
Malos.
powerful.
Stop showing the preview. I don't want to see the preview. Whatever. There we go.
He prepared it beforehand, knowing that it would be the perfect weapon with which to kill Frost.
But we found the lamp in Miss Scone's room. Surely this casts Miss Scone herself in a suspicious light.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps if you would let me finish. Now, as I was saying, He wasn't even finished. You could just make him say some random bullshit right after that.
No. Oh.
Nuh-uh.
Just looking at this real quick. Okay, let's keep going. Or,
I mean, when I hit him with the nuh-uh beam.
no.
Hold it.
Hold it.
One time I was under a bridge when I suddenly heard my favorite band, the Dave Matthews Band, pulling above. I looked above on the boat I was in to see this band I admired so much until they dumped feces all over me. It was then, upon consuming their
Liquid waste.
This is not even the first time.
that I really loved them. As I began to eat their fecal matter, I gained their power.
Okay,
I found
shut
myself
up.
acclimating to the
Stop
ability
it.
to perform rudimentary guitar licks similar to the Dave Matthews Band. I needed to consume more of their feces. You're talking about the lamp made of rock salt. that
This
was
is not
introduced
even
to
the
the
first
candy
time
castle.
that we've brought this up. I remember talking about the Dave Matthews shit thing in my Edgeworth voice in like case 2 of the first game or something.
Yes, I'm going to tell my son about this. The story of me consuming the fecal matter of the Dave Matthews Band.
You know, I
Gave me the ability to
needs
play
to know.
rudimentary guitar licks.
This is a weird reboot of Space Jam.
Precisely. I was the one who found it.
You found the Dave Matthews Band shit box?
Yeah, I broke the story. So be grateful. It's thanks to me you even have such a vital piece of evidence and are able to perform rudimentary guitar licks.
What made you go inside the castle in the first place, if you don't mind me asking? And also, check this out. I'm pretty good, right?
You cut out entirely, but yeah. So
I got B, and then nothing.
Maybe he just wanted. I can't.
Sensitivity on my
It was fine. It's fine.
Maybe he
It's
just
fine.
wanted to see what it was like in
no, it's
there.
okay, because then we'll just start.
There is not going to
Hearing
be a
you
funny
breathing.
Fender voice tonight because I'm sick.
That's okay.
Sicky Cotton 4K. Fools! Do you think I went in there on a whim? I went in there because detectives are an incompetent lot, so I investigated myself.
Ellipses. But
Except
I
for
had
you,
nothing to
Detective
do
Batty.
with the initial
beautiful.
investigation.
Never change.
That's right. Detective Bad was never into Dave Matthews Band, so
What's his name?
he never would have had that. Oh no! I was,
You're getting skipped.
I was more
You're
of a
getting
fan of
skipped.
I
He
was
was more
more
into
a
the
fan of,
my
P&L,
detective, you'll
the
have
Bad
it.
Naked Ladies.
no, he was gonna. I'm more of a fan of the Spin Doctors.
Fascinating.
Wait,
I said
okay.
the line. I
Wait,
promise.
okay. Who's a fan of the Spin Doctors? Bad or Fender?
Bad.
Okay.
He looks like he'd be a Depeche Mode
I like
fan.
that you said that like you were actually just trying to like bank that for the mystery. Like, wait, which one of them?
Yeah. No. I just wanted to make sure the bit was clear.
Oh, I know. It just sounded like you were doing that for like evidence.
No,
like,
I
you're trying to
heard-
figure out.
No,
You're just
to
trying to figure out who the murderer is.
Dave Matthews
Here,
Band.
here. I'll make it as
Bare
clear as
naked
I can.
Spin
See,
Doctors.
this right here is the bad voice.
Logic.
And this right here is the Fender voice.
Oh
You
no!
hear the
like
difference?
like one
I'm glad.
decimal more energy.
And a
Anyone
good
else
first step
notice
would
that
be
he
to
was
stop
eating corn
wasting
in
my
his-
time. Now, if you'll allow me to continue, and stop talking about the fucking Dave Matthews Band. And their delicious, delicious shit.
It wasn't that tasty, but it gave me the ability to play rudimentary guitar licks.
Stop. This feels
Oh
like
yeah, we're back, baby. I know the last episode was one of our weaker ones, but that one's Dave Matthews shit bit. We're really back on track.
Finally, we're back.
oh.
People rejoice.
Finally, some good bits.
In Ace
Yes,
Attorney
dude.
stream,
Oh,
I
one, two, three.
genuinely, I'm curious if we've done an Ace Attorney stream where there wasn't a bit involving like cocks, shit, piss, poop, cum, like something dirty, something like
No.
something like that. I don't think there
It's
has.
like unrequired.
Came under
all this-
suspicion anyway, due to the body being
Oh my
in his
God.
room. And
You
they were
saying
rude.
cum reminded me of the cum gambit.
So why? The cum gambit.
Like to hear a favorite
Okay, I
stuff
have
of
to make a
mine.
correction. From I don't think there's been an Ace Attorney stream without any of those things. I don't think we've ever done anything as a group without any of those going on.
Yeah.
You know what I have?
Yeah. No, babe, you understand? He was under the bridge when the Dave Matthews Band laid down their shit, and he
And
ate
he
it.
liked it.
And he
know
liked
what
it a little bit, and it gave him the ability to play rudimentary guitar licks.
No,
Not
he liked
like
it a
anything
lot.
crazy, like any solos, but he could, like, you know, he could string together a chord or two.
Even a dog can hold his mouth
There we go.
Even a dog could hold his mouth open under a bridge. Now let me finish.
It's only been 15 minutes, guys.
I want art. You know that image of like the guy standing up looking at the rain, and the guy behind him is just like his mouth is open like cartoonishly. He's like, wow.
No,
I want that, but it's Gregory Edgeworth consuming shit and Miles looking up really sadly. If only I did the same to you, Dave Matthews.
We're committing character assassination.
Yummy,
That's one of
yummy, yummy shit.
Edgeworth's most important background
murder
story.
weapon. Look, no. He's an entirely normal character, except for his relationship with Matthew's band.
Dave Matthews.
To eat the shit, if you look up and you say, holy fuck, is that shit? It'll come in your mouth eventually.
It'll what? Funny, maybe.
What's rather I've said, Miles, my boy? Enter?
I don't.
Hold it. So you think he hid the body in the chest, but removed the murder weapon from the crime scene?
But yes, he foolishly believed his own creation to be the perfect hiding place.
I'm sorry.
Curious, liberal.
You know, I just tried some. You made me curious, so I shit in this bowl. I'm trying it, and it
It's
tastes
a closed
really
system.
good.
You're just getting your own box. You're not gonna get anything from that.
Okay,
I'm sorry, I had to help myself.
You can't eat your own shit. You have to eat other people's shit. And even then,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be really great at it. Like if I ate Matt Damon's
Oh!
shit, I'd just be
Oh,
able
so
to do
if
some
I
like, you
ate
know,
Mr.
decent monologue.
So if I ate Mr. Tangaroa's shit, I could become actually good at what I'm supposed to be here doing?
Well, you're still played by Corbin, so maybe not. I think you mean
Yeah.
you couldn't help yourself. No.
He doesn't seem very sorry to me.
In any case, the weapon was taken away while the
Give me
body
slang.
remained at the scene of the crime.
Legsy.
The scene of the crime being the Chicago Way.
Dave Matthews, baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lang would be like all on this fucking.
Senior, is that the
we
Dave
made
Matthews Band, Buzz? Hey, fellas, what are you launching down there? No! Should you get down?
Oh shit!
He like dives in front of her.
Getting you.
And that is why there was no piece of evidence on the scene that pointed to a particular suspect. Okay, so time to find the piece of evidence that points to a particular suspect. Where was this found? The Tangaroa's teapot with the fingerprints.
Tangaroa's teapot, it is there.
I think if you could, do you have any more info on it? I don't remember.
A Paul Halik piece with Tangaroa's fingerprints on it. Was this found in here? The cause of death appears a part of the treasure chest. Lid was closed until the ship collapsed. Okay, we also have this thing. The Paul
I think it's
Halik.
Paul.
So we've got Paul Halik piece and this Paul Halik coin. That is why there was no piece of evidence. So they're saying that he killed him and then moved the murder weapon. There was no piece of evidence on the scene that pointed to a particular suspect. Yeah, okay, I think it's either this seal or Mr. Tangaroa's teapot. I'm gonna go with the seal.
Objection! take a look at this. It's a
Uh-oh.
picture of the Dave Matthews Band.
I get a feeling we're gonna get a lot of strikes tonight. I love how he like grins like that. That's how he grinned after eating all the shit. He's like, I've unlocked a new power.
Someone
Shitting
find me a
red.
guitar. I think I can play some rudimentary licks.
Like, imagine this sprite, and then they throw him a guitar.
Radio
and
Shack.
it's-
I think they're still open.
Oh man, I miss Radio Shack. Tisk, tisk, tisk. If you're going to cut in, at least do so with some finesse.
Manfred von Karma biting the curb 4K.
And that is why there was no piece of evidence. I'm gonna press this first, and then I'll try the Mr. Tangaroa's teapot.
But if there's no proof, how can you know for certain that Mr. Tangaroa is the culprit?
I forgot his objection line sounds like that.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Is that the best you can do at pressing me? Listen here, the presence of the body in Miss Tangaroa's room is in itself proof enough of his guilt.
Objection! Not really. Objection! And you didn't find evidence pointing to any other possible suspects?
Okay, hold on. He said the presence of the body in Tangaroa. Okay. I thought he said something about the teapot for a second there.
No, I just stumbled over my words.
Perhaps
No,
you
it's
should
okay.
take it out.
I'm sorry, I'll do it again.
You might. You might.
I also can fully read a line
my.
of dialogue in this game, even if I'm the one saying it, and then afterwards be like, what did that say?
What did
And
it
have to
say?
actually
Perhaps
go
you
read
should
it
take
again.
another
Oh, bah?
You might.
Oh
You might.
Like it
All
just
right.
doesn't process something.
You really don't give up, do you? There was no need to take another look. Tangaroa is guilty. End of story.
Tangaroa sounds like a Pokemon.
Loki, yeah. If you insist on saying
Susato!
otherwise, then show me some
Tangaroa!
proof that that's
Tangaroa!
not ridiculous.
Tangaroa!
Okay.
I have to think back over the scene of the crime. If Mr. Tangaroa really isn't guilty, then there must be something that points to somebody else. Pressing Mr. Von Karma on any of his statements won't have much an effect, I fear. I
Okay.
fear
So
my
we
only
need
hope
to present
is
on that last
find a
statement.
piece of evidence that contradicts his claims.
All right, time to go back to the
Yikes.
time to go back to the last statement because
Hey, man,
he might as
I
well
don't-
have just said that was the one I need to
What if
present.
instead of going home and seeing your family for Christmas, we stayed in our apartment, had sex, and watched Zack Snyder movies? Thoughts?
We need to break up.
Oh no! And
Uh,
Edgeworth, that's the story of why your mother left us. I just really love 300 and Guardians of Gahul.
tough go.
I made her watch Guardians of Gahul 10 too many times.
I love owls, Edgeworth.
Damn it! It's not the
Look at this
teapot
picture
either.
of Guardians of Gahul. Oh,
My
okay,
favorite
doesn't like
Snyder
that
movie.
I mean, is it his best? It's probably his best movie.
Maybe.
Listen, the
passed-
bar is very
I
low.
passed Zack Snyder not too long ago. He's a shorty.
God, it really is either that or 300. And I don't even like 300.
Well, in my opinion, it's the Snyder cut, but whatever.
And that is why there was no piece of evidence on the scene that is pointed to a particular suspect. But
The
both
handprint,
of
maybe?
some of the finger marks on the chocolate frame. Okay.
Objection!
Maybe.
I wouldn't even keep you as a slave in my empire. That's an odd thing to say, considering how it contradicts. Oh, with this?
Von Karma is perfect in every way. There is no contradiction here. None.
Damn, Daniel.
He looks like he gets whipped.
And then I
Francisco
love that
reference?
he smirks after like taking it like,
He likes getting hit.
yeah, right.
I'm sorry. Did you really, did you really think you could make so
okay.
much as a
Another strike!
bend in my logic with that?
I'll present another
Jeez,
wrong answer.
I've earned it. I've been a good boy.
Okay, so what the hell?
I've been a bad
It's-
boy.
He was saying there's something on the scene of the crime. Let me read these notes. The victim's body was found in here inside a chocolate treasure chest. The lid was closed until the ship collapsed. A part of the treasure chest that was covered in blood is missing. A part of the treasure chest that was covered in blood. Interesting. That's it? Okay.
Anyways, Dave Matthews Band.
What's on the next page?
The salt lamp from Scone's room. Was there anything on this except...
Wubba-dubba-dubba-dub-dub. We already did this, I think.
Did we?
Lamp that both have these thing on. Blah, blah, blah.
There's the indentations in the...
Like,
Yeah.
boy, do they fit like a glove?
Yeah, we probably did do this, and then like Scone showed up and talked about like I don't fucking lamp isn't working. Okay,
This lamp isn't working.
oh, it's broken. Yeah. Okay. This is like old text. If we didn't do it, it doesn't. It's like this was clearly meant to be read when we were in that room. Perhaps I should use some of Miss Scone's cream. All right, back. So the only things that I'm like...
Luminous cloth.
Wait. Maybe we're supposed to present this okay, so this cloth was found in Scone's room. But clearly this is a piece of it says there's a missing roll of the cloth. This is that missing roll on him right there. But is that what we would want to present here that would point to her? It feels like a bit of a stretch. But I don't have any other ideas.
What's the key?
The key? The Yashikarazu's key! It's the one, this is Tangaroa's key that unlocks every door, and he had it the whole time. And then these are the rules for the contest, which...
Let's look at those real quick. See if there's anything in there. I don't think, no, that doesn't look like there's
we presented that twice in Miss Scone's room, so I'd be surprised if it was that again. We already did...
Maybe, yeah.
We already presented
We already did the frames. We already did the 3 pieces of evidence that have some type of personally identifying.
So now
thing.
I'm
So
thinking
it's
maybe
either
the
the luminous
cloth
or
the photo
crime
of
scene
the cloth.
Objection.
Okay, it's the crime. And then we're gonna use the cursor to point at the cloth in the photo, yeah. Jack? Oh, he's muted and dead.
Sorry, my thing. I literally kept saying it's the cloth, and then my mic wasn't working, so I was just you guys were like maybe it's the contrast rules.
Really?
It's
That's
the cloth. I was just like, I was like, why the fuck are you going over it? I was like, you're right, Coleman. It's probably the cloth. It's the only thing that points to Scone, and you were like, the rules. And I was like, oh.
I just didn't know if it would want me to present the actual cloth itself or the crime scene notes, was what I was hungry
It's
for.
true that the murder weapon and the blood-stained chocolates were removed from the scene of the crime. But something else remained that does point to one person in particular. Take another look at this photograph of the body, if you will.
Every time it makes me laugh.
The cloth covering the victim's lower half in this photograph is one of the same luminous cloths that were found in Miss Scone's secret room. The question is it boom or doom?
Oh, what's that, idiot? One of my lovely, colorful cloths at the scene of the crime, you say?
A luminous cloth? There's no such thing. Nonsense, I see no light to speak of.
I guess he doesn't know how it works.
I don't, and that's your fault.
It may look like ordinary fabric at first glance, but attach one of these light-emitting devices. I'm Light from Death Note, and our difference soon becomes apparent. Thank you, Light from Death Note, for emitting that.
Look at his face. I don't think he was expecting that. It's just getting more monotone.
Yeah,
I kinda-
Eddie's not happy to be here. The fact that the cloth has been lit up is neither here nor there. We have to show why it's important. One of the rolls of cloth from Miss Scone's room went missing. And if you look closely at the blue cloth in the picture, wouldn't you say it's clearly made of the same material, Miss Von Karma?
Ms.
Oh,
Nice way to misgender me.
I was thinking about your daughter from the future. My bad.
My daughter, who doesn't exist.
No, she's probably like 4 now.
Yeah.
She's only a little kid, right? She's like,
She's a few years younger than Edgeworth.
she's probably like a baby.
Yeah.
This guy fucked recently.
And then he immediately got bored. I already said it. I promise.
The salt lamp and luminous cloth both belong to Miss Scone. And seeing as the body was wrapped in said cloth, surely even you have to admit it's sus.
Among Us!
Mr. Von Karma, I think it's time to accept a number of factors. Point to Miss Scone as a person of interest. For one, she's the only chef who speaks.
Reggie Pegleg! How could you? You're accusing me of all people!
I don't have a peg leg, I have a peg arm. I'm not accusing you of anything just yet. I also can't see fingers, but I do think you're hiding something.
That's not... you can't see fingers? What?
Yes.
Just to clarify.
Not only I met a man who couldn't see fingers once, and then I also met a man whose life story was the exact same plot as The Fugitive. Quite interesting. Joke's only for comments.
All these hyper-specific references that are just for me and Jack to throw back at each other.
Literally in reference to class projects we did in high school.
For me to just I feel like we just like jokes for me to laugh back at when I'm editing this and not for anyone else.
Not for anyone else.
That was so funny when you were like, Jack, it's kind of similar to The Fugitive, but no one will notice. And the first thing we heard back, this is very similar to The Fugitive. It's like, what the fuck? It's just like seething.
Okay,
What do
it
you
was
mean?
okay.
Your
It was,
assertion is that both the murder weapon and the cloth were in Miss Scone's room prior to the murder?
Exactly. I cooked.
Tisk.
Oh no. Is something funny? I mean, that's not why people.
Only that
tisk
you
me.
walked so carelessly into my trap. Can't just sleep like that. Either the cloth or the murder weapon were in fact in her room.
huh?
So sorry to have to break it to you. Hope
I've
this
got-
helps.
Huh?
What does he mean?
Miss Scone looks at him and she's also like, huh?
Huh?
They all look like the cat.
Yeah. Huh?
The
Tangaroa spotted them before the contest began and noted that the lamps and cloths contravened the rules.
That was the 3 of them all going home.
Yeah.
He subsequently confiscated them and took them to his own room for safekeeping.
What? I like it.
Then, after the contest began, nobody saw hide nor hair of Frost as he secluded himself in his room. I fucked that up real bad.
Yeah, you don't.
And the
Okay.
only person capable of entering his locked room was Tangaroa, possessing...
Von Karma really is the kind of person to say hide nor hair.
And I'm not.
Yeah. Well, we're all under the
Maybe
age of
sometime.
like 60, so yeah, none of us say.
Hey, whoa, please don't dox me on stream.
Yeah, I'm really trying to play the field a bit.
And as you now know, he was in possession of something.
My
blah, blah,
age
blah, blah, blah. I've
range
had everything I
is,
need to get Tangaroa convicted all along.
My age range is 19 to 62. I can play anywhere.
Yeah,
in
19
I'm not on Tinder. Just to clarify, babe, don't worry. I'm not going for a 60-year-old to have lost to me before even setting foot in the courtroom.
This can't be happening.
Wait, all our hard work was for nothing.
Bro, what are you... You need to lock in.
Ms. Scone, why didn't you tell us your stuff was confiscated by Mr. Tangaroa?
You gotta stop.
Fender, were you falling asleep during this part of the case? This is Fender.
What are you talking?
Present
What are you,
day.
what are you talking about? I was paying super close attention the whole time.
Okay.
You can't know.
Well, dear. Mannequin said that if I spilled the beans, I'd end up being the one under suspicion.
Mr. Von Karma.
And he wasn't wrong, now was he? You two accused me yourself just a second ago. I've just realized I have one specific... Any character who puffs up their cheeks when they get irritated gets a variation of this voice. Be it the female version or the male. Joan Garadiv, Grossberg, Stone.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Pathetic.
Fuck. So the knowing we make result.
One more thing, my pathetic friend. There are 2, and only 2, sets of fingerprints on the murder weapon. Uh, 2? Yes, those of Delicia Scone and Samson Tangaroa. They were fucking. No others were found.
Imagine 2 Coleman characters having sex.
Gross.
Involuntary flex, ellipses.
Flashbacks to that moment in Case 5 of Ace Attorney 1 where we thought for a second that Larry and Oldbeck Akira!
Tangaroa used the lamp he had confiscated to murder Frost. And was foolish enough to hide it in Scone's room without first removing his fingerprints. Tisk, tisk, tisk. At this rate, no one will even need to testify. My perfect evidence will do all the talking for me as I secure his guilty verdict.
So, Tangaroa used the lamp, and then he put it in... Okay,
Objection!
Nuh-uh.
But wait!
But wait!
There's
They
more.
don't love you like I love you.
Wait!
What about the luminous cloth that was left behind in Mr. Tangaroa's room?
What about it? He probably meant to return it after disposing of the body.
Jack, I think you were saying earlier that you wanted to adjust your mic settings. It is starting to not pick you up now, somewhat. Like that R did not come through at all. So if you want to adjust them, you can.
So we're like,
We didn't do that.
Yeah.
You were right.
this is from Victor's sister. I live like you.
I don't know what
Stop.
you're
Then
saying,
back.
bro. I heard like editing Coleman and that's it.
Because I was mid adjustment. 1 second. 1 second.
This is fine. This is fine.
Yeah, yeah.
War.
Huh?
I'm saying it. Oh.
This isn't like the Makima situation again, right? Kirk, you're okay?
It's not my line.
I don't have enough to disprove any of what he's saying. Makima.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. No more painful objections. Inject. Get out of my sight. Close the door behind you. Me.
Mr. E.
About to give up.
It's hard for me to tell what is my internet struggling and what is.
Am I cutting up for anyone else?
See,
Oh, okay.
now,
Here
just
and there,
now you weren't. But
Yeah,
then that
it's like-
last.
It's like it's inconsistent how when you're cutting in and when you're cutting out.
Yeah.
1 second. Let me adjust.
How about the Blakers?
Don't
Pretty
tempt
cool.
him. Oh wait, he's deafened. We can talk about this without activating LeBron. He makes his own teammates, guys!
Okay, God. Okay, Deku.
Okay, if I'm cutting out, it's more an internet thing than a mic thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's. I can't tell. I know it's happened. Yeah, it might be your internet.
It might just be my internet sucking because
I don't
other people are
fucking
saying
know,
I'm
yeah.
cutting out. So
See, you mean to waste more of my time. Batty, escort them off the premises now.
This investigation is not over yet.
Yeah, I think it is Jack's internet.
I don't know what to do then.
Just keep going. It's good enough. Just keep going.
I've been having dreams
What is this?
on the trampoline. How to leaving kids half solved. One last thing from the crime. Fuck.
Right. We still have evidence of somebody's around for.
Later filter detective. But whatever they might be, they're no business of the defense's.
Objection. I beg to differ. There's a piece of evidence I'm still not satisfied about either. And I suspect it might be the same thing that's bothering Detective Barry Barker.
New Von Karma sweating sprite.
What?
I like that. Almost sounded like it was in reaction to me saying new sweating sprite. What?
This is the unidentified something that was left in Mr. Tangoraya's room.
I'm guessing it's the seal, right?
What's the matter?
That it's in this photo, so it definitely was left. But it could be okay. It could be these fingerprints. Or
Yes,
finger marks, excuse me.
I think it's the finger marks.
Mr. Tangoraya's hello, everybody.
At this point, I'm starting to wonder if it's Discord. Because it's like...
Discord, make my dick hoard.
Because it's like, sometimes the audio sounds fine, and then sometimes... And it's like random people, and then... I don't know.
It's not just me.
It's not just you. At least on my end. But then on other people's end, maybe it is. I don't know.
You guys sound fine, Don.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not hearing any issues with anyone. Obviously, I mean, I couldn't hear issues with myself because
Yeah,
I'm me. Supposing they belong to the Moiter.
I almost wonder because I've noticed if I pause on the same text box for a little while, it seems to. I wonder if it's like the screen sharing to you guys. There's like a bit of lag whenever I change screens.
Oh, yeah.
Are you a task manager user? Do you tend to see?
What do you mean? I don't have Task Manager open right now, if that's what you're asking.
No. But I mean, like, do you like check and say like, oh, is this like? Because sometimes Task Manager will tell you that like things that like, oh, for some reason like Club Penguin's still running or something, some bullshit. I mean, you do that, right?
Sometimes. Hold on.
Okay, because that's like just, yeah, I don't know.
Well, I'll do it right now, real quick.
Yes. See if there's just any unnecessary bullshit running in the background.
There.
500 cigarettes.
It's not letting me even pull it up. Okay.
Damn.
Are we sure?
Okay, no, there it is.
What's the percentage CPU that you currently got?
So Discord is using it says 48% CPU, 31%. And then so
That's a lot.
This game and Discord are both using about 10% of it.
That's still like Discord's using 2.6% of mine.
Yeah, but you're not screen sharing a game.
Sure.
Screen sharing the game. I legit, if there was a way for me to show you guys the game without Discord screen sharing it, I think at least half of any internet issues I've ever had would be like lessened. It's the screen sharing that's...
Still, click on CPU and sort by it and see if there's anything running that you can just be like, oh yeah, I don't fucking need that open. Like for looking at I have CurseForge is running by default. The Minecraft thing, I don't fucking need CurseForge open right now.
There's not really. There's like background processes, but none of. Okay. Yeah, no, these are all like 0%. It's not. It's just OBS and Discord and
The game.
and the game. Yeah. Let me turn on
Do a little scroll.
display capture. Okay. Did you read this line already?
Sure.
How do you know so much about the crime scene?
Because I let them look around.
You look at a fence, examine the scene, Daddy? Are you out of your mind?
I don't remember you telling me not to.
I'm learning I may have caused someone to drop out of college. Well, he is.
Okay. Don't elaborate. Now. You can if you want to later. Let's keep going.
Insolent guard, you would do well to remember. Both of you next salary review are me.
Someone, Minecraft.live. Depends now too. Officer Dr. Officer.
Don't touch me. You won't remember those yeah, I can't believe it.
Like father, like son. Wait, did you say you can't read it?
What?
I thought I heard you say you can't. Never mind.
Oh god.
Huh. A mere attorney uncovering such a fact based on a cursory investigation. I'm almost impressed.
I sometimes wonder if Luke was like, Psych Coleman, get gag computer. I got you a gag computer.
But it's entirely possible that those bingo marks belong to Tangaroa.
What's funny is I have zero. I like I'm not dropping frames. It's not an internet issue. I think it is legit just Discord taking up a shit ton of processing power and not wanting to cooperate today.
After all, he wore gloves while preparing his creation.
Objection. That is not. That's a bad objection. Anyway, but can you prove conclusively that the finger marks are his? Furthermore, there is still something about Miss Scone that doesn't add up.
Is there? Or are you simply not prepared to admit defeat?
Bitch.
Oh.
Oh, stop it, Greggy! Stop it! Stop it! Why are you being so mean to your
I'm
poor
grabbing
old
it.
pal, Delicia? I own
I'm
up to
grabbing
nibbling
it.
poor Sammy Poople sweeties. What more do you want?
I don't want to have to make you a suspect. That much is certain. But you lied to us. You lied to me. You shot at me. You hate on me. Electricity flowing through me. And you're still
What
telling us
you-
everything.
What? What
So,
was?
Amazing Spider-Man 2? Electro?
Yeah, I haven't seen Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I
It's
got it.
bad. Bad movie.
I heard. That's why I didn't watch either of those ones.
That one's fine.
Greggy! Stop it!
Oh,
Stop it! Stop it!
Example. Like if
Stop.
you wanted to
You're buffering too much again. I don't know what you're saying. Greggy, stop it! Stop bullying me!
I hear you. I think it's fine.
I think it.
I'm sorry, but you don't know the temperature which cream should be kept at.
69 nice! Was that it? Or did I just... I don't know.
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
What kind of professional confectioner doesn't even know something as fundamental as that? I'm begging it.
Sorry, alright? I'm sorry, I'm just a silly, muddle-headed girl. What more do you want me to say?
I don't think you're muddle-headed at all. I think that you are never a confectioner in the first place.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Enough!
I
Well,
figured that.
I'll thank you to keep your baseless accusations to yourself. Evidence is everything in a courtroom, in a case you've forgotten.
We're
My
not
evidence?
in a courtroom yet.
vibes.
If you're going to accuse a witness of perjury, then I demand that you present something to back it up.
I love it when they actually say this.
But this isn't a courtroom, is it? Nevertheless, what proof do I have that Miss Scone doesn't know anything about making desserts in the first place? Second place, magic beans for a household.
The fake
Because
one.
fake
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every single one of Miss Scone's creations break the rules of the contest.
The offending items, the cloths and the lamps, were duly confiscated as we have established. And the witness did not go and bring them back to her room herself.
Objection! But those weren't the only rule-breaking items in her room. Room breaking.
What?
I'm taking it. The entire fantastical world Miss Scone created in every last bit of it. It's all just a collection of plastic models slathered in whipped cream. That cream is the only authentic confectionery in the room!
Oh, my cream!
Nani? No real-world contender would ever stoop so low.
Is this true, Betty?
He's such a bad
Yup.
fucker.
I think it would be funny if I just left it there.
Yeah.
Yo.
Oh, it's my own eye. Okay, never mind. Yup.
Yo.
Yo. Yeah, dude.
Did we win?
With her lies exposed like this, surely he can't continue to deny the facts. Miss Scone, your actions place you firmly on our list of suspects.
But no, dear, I'm no killer.
Then why don't you finally start telling us the truth? Who are you really? And why are you tampering with your rival's work?
All right. Can't lag when it's a Coleman monologue. The truth is, I'm not the adorable little cook. I think also, like, usually when I'm playing Edgeworth, if there are lag spots, I can move past them because my character's doing a lot of the talking. Like, I think sometimes I've just kind of not brought it up before. Not, like, a lot, but occasionally I'll just, like, not bring it up because I'm like, well, my line's next anyway. The truth is, I'm not the adorable little cook you see before you. I'm actually a pharmacist, if you can believe it.
I can't. A pharmacist?
Gregory. I can't blame him for being so surprised. This couldn't be further from what we'd imagined. So what's somebody in your line of work doing entering a contest like this one?
Sorry, Discord doesn't like my audio interface, apparently. I got
Yeah.
this new, like, expensive mic editor,
Interesting.
and Discord's like, this sucks. I'll plug your blue snowball back in, please. Even though this is, like, fucking expensive and shit.
Discord is really weird about, like, Discord just doesn't like it when you hook up new audio equipment in general. It's like, huh? What? You're not using the same shitty mic you've been using? Well, I just love eating sweeties, if you must know. The accent was fake, too. And semi-pooples sweets are the best, or so they say. I just had to enter. I didn't mean to end up making it all the way to the final.
I'm switching back to my fucking snowball. Fuck it. But shitty headset mic for now. Even Mr. Von Karma, even Mr. Von Karma's at a loss for words. I don't care.
That's it? That's the only reason you're here?
Yes, dearie. It was worth it. Samson's Silly Pants Sweeties are the tastiest treats I ever did eat. She's actually southern, but
And
like
the
not
finger
over the
marks?
top, just a little bit.
Were you the one wearing
It's
gloves?
fine.
No, that wasn't me, dear. I don't even wear gloves.
Remember, Miss Scone's fingerprints were found elsewhere on Mr. Tangaroa's other creations. I'd say that points to her not having worn any gloves.
Exactly, Lambkin. Greggy Peglegs got the right end of the stick. I'm an innocent woman. I don't wear gloves. How else am I supposed to taste test my creams? It's
Is
just
your
like
head filled
squeaking a
with
little
cream too?
Eek! Sorry, mannequins.
Her head may not be filled with cream, but she's certainly no master of subterfuge. Miss Scone, were Mr. Tangaroa's works the only ones you sampled?
No, I couldn't help myself. When I'd finished my afternoon tea, I tiptoed over to Chili Winks' room for a little taste, too.
You were in the victim's room, too? Room
Yes,
tour.
dear. Nobody was in there, you see?
Quite possibly because the occupant was already dead.
But I could only stomach one little bite. I've never tasted anything so salty in all my life. So I had myself one of the tasty star-shaped bits off the side to cleanse my palate.
You have quite the sweet tooth, don't you, Miss Scone?
Indeed. What didn't she sample?
That's everything, I promise. Greggy Pagels, mannequins, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make a mess of things.
As long as what you told us is the truth, that's all that matters in the end.
Do not think for a second that means I myself believe you. I'm going to investigate the victim's room now. We'll see how truthful you've really been after I'm through.
Mr. Von Karma, please let us accompany you. No. I think it's only fair that we be allowed to investigate the veracity of our conclusions.
No.
No. Accompany me if you like, but don't think for a second you'll be permitted to conduct your own investigation.
We'd like to accompany you all the same.
Now you are my sidekicks.
You can be my sidekick.
December 24th, 9 p.m. Contest venue, Frost's room.
What is the meaning of this?
What is this?
Warg.
It melted.
When we got to Frost's room, we saw nada. It was all gone. The whole enchilada. Was this the work of the culprit? Remember, this is present day Fender.
Present day Fender, yeah.
So he's got to sound sarcastic as all hell, even though he's being completely sincere.
No,
A dead
two
body.
things I wanted to say about Dave Matthew.
A dead body hidden in the chocolate chest. A murder weapon moved mysteriously to another room.
And the prawns tomorrow.
This cage was a real peach. And it was going to take some serious sleuthing to get to the bottom of it all.
Are we going back to the present?
I believe so.
Okay. Alright.
Thank God.
Now I get to narrate again.
That's it?
Middle,
That was the
an
interlude?
incident occurred.
That was just my father saying he loves the taste of Dave Matthew Band's shit.
Did you really have that? You could have told me that story in 30 minutes, Fender. That did not need to be a whole stream and a half.
Could have been an email.
Could have been an email.
You don't understand. It was really...
All right.
Whoa, that
come.
went deep on that one. Sorry, Miles Areno. Didn't mean to bend your ears for so long.
I had no idea that was how it all came about. I read the files, but they don't go into anywhere near that level of detail. Perhaps
Yes,
for
good
better.
son.
I'll bet they paint things in a much rosier light for the prosecution, too. No, I bet they didn't mention I bet they don't even Dave
Don't even mention
I bet
it.
they don't even mention Dave Matthews Band. Von
Yes,
Karma was
they-
the one in charge after
They did
all.
not
And
mention the Dave
he was
Matthews
more,
Band.
and we all know he was more of a fan of fastball.
What happened with the case after that?
Well, what with the ice sculptures vanishing from the victim's room, things hit a bit of a rough patch. So rough, in fact, that it took a full year before they could even reach a verdict in the trial.
A year.
It was back before they brought the whole initial trial thing. They brought in the whole initial trial. You didn't have to finish up in double quick time like you do nowadays.
I see. Did they ever find out how the victim's creations managed to just disappear?
Well, they were sorbets or frozen desserts or whatever you want to call them. Ice, in other words. And if it's made of ice, it can melt. Which is exactly what they concluded must have happened. But there's a chance that that wasn't how things actually went down.
What do you mean?
So this place is a gallery these days, but back then it was Samson Tangaroa's place, yeah?
Yes, I rather like that
Canonically.
name. Samson Tangaroa.
Canonically,
Indeed.
that's what The reason Jack was saying it that way is because Fender was saying it that way.
Indeed, it is rather fun to say Tangaroa. Yes, and the site of the IS-7 incident.
Well, word is Frost's ice sculptures are suddenly back on display 18 years after that fateful day.
The very
Display
sculptures
after
the
a fateful
victim
day.
made.
My own game.
Who knows? Could be they're just modeled on the originals.
I never would have guessed that this funny ice sculpture incident from 18 years ago or whatever was part of my own game.
But I figured it was worth coming down for a little look-see just in case. Hey. Seems like the least I could do for poor old Gregory. He never got to see the Dave Matthews Band hit it big. Well, alrighty then. Let's take a look at these icy marvels, shall we, kiddo?
I love the MCU.
Shut up.
Screaming
I believe they're on display in the winter.
Screaming goats.
I believe they're on display in the Winter Soldier wing.
Oh, that one's Kino.
So, Winter Soldier. Let's see. There's the Thunderbolts.
Don't open that one. Don't open that one.
Huh? I don't believe it. It's
symbol.
shit. The gallery's open for biz, but the Winter Soldier's wings off limits? What gives?
Fender, perhaps you should look more closely at the pamphlet we were given. The Winter Soldier wing is over there.
Zodiac?
Zodiac.
What does he have to do with this?
That's a movie starring Robert Downey Jr. of Iron Man fame. Thank you, Senator
It
Nerdle,
is
for teaching me
freaky.
that.
I could have sworn it was this one.
Senator Nerdle taught you who stars in Zodiac?
Well, I might have known that before I was playing Senator Nerdle. I don't know. I haven't seen Zodiac, though.
Oh my god.
Anywho,
Mysterio, Iron Man, and Hulk trying to solve a case together. This is Kino.
Are they all in that movie? That's actually that's a pretty stout count.
Here's to the ones that we got.
I've only
It's
ever
only
seen.
a very famous movie for a reason.
Anywho, shall we? Time
David
to dive on
Fincher.
in and see what we should have seen 18 years ago.
Ron Delight is here? No way, bro.
Let's go.
Let's go.
It's peak.
Okay. The Virgin Case 5 of the last game, including a fake mask to mask, versus the Chad actually using Ron Delight.
Brr, I see they're keeping it chilly as all heck in these rooms. I'm about to turn it into a sexo stick.
Jesus Christ. It is the Winter Soldier wing, you know, but you're right.
Sector
It's-
skeleton.
It's like a freezer in here. It's going to be a trick of the light, but it feels like the whole room is made of ice.
The temperature controls will be somewhere at the back there, if memory serves. Hey, Milster. Hey, Milester. I can't figure out how to do this pun name in this accent. Can you go peep the degree count?
Yo, peep that degree count, Miles.
Yo, beat that degree count, Mr.
I'm
White.
thinking a complaint is to the management is in order. There is such a thing as too cold, yeah?
There is
Hop
definitely
on Call of Duty.
there is definitely an alternate universe where Fender's voice was just Aaron Paul the whole time. I don't know
Yo,
if it's a
Mr.
universe where
White.
Kirk was playing him, but
I'm thinking a complaint to the management is in order, yo.
all right.
Yo, Mr.
If you
White,
insist.
hop on Call of Duty.
I've been really getting into this new show. It's called Breaking Bad. Check out my impression of Jesse. Yo, take your time, yo. mosey around and taking the sights while you're at it, yo. Bitch.
Fender, you're just adding yo and bitch to the end of all your sentences. You sound exactly the same otherwise. What are you talking
You sound
about?
exactly like Jesse.
What do you mean? That's what that's what Jesse talks like. I've got a camera I need to prep
I've
for
never
action.
seen Breaking Bad, but I've
Science,
seen memes
bitch.
on Twitter.
Feel free to pop
We
your
can't
act-
keep getting away with this.
Feel like your pop might appreciate a picture of all this. I'll put it on his grave so he can have a gander.
What the fuck?
Okay,
Again,
buddy.
He's so
I'm gonna
sincere.
go like.
He's so sincere, but he sounds like such an asshole.
Rhonda Light.
I don't fucking. We're not gonna. This is not gonna.
Oh,
be
are they
cast
not?
for-
They're not like actual characters. Damn it.
No.
Damn it. I thought they were actual characters in this case. Don't bait me like that.
I scream out, "Oh no! This must be the work of that villain, the mask."
Yeah. And I go, that's me,
Oh, I thought-
the legendary
I thought-
Master Mask.
Got to play these auxiliary characters. They're not really in this scene enough.
I thought Lauren was gonna do that to the man, so that and the joke is that I'm playing the woman and she's playing the man.
Oh. Yeah,
What are you
I don't know.
No,
Who cares?
90s.
Yeah.
God, put a woman. That'd be crazy.
I love Hairspray from 2009.
Let's go. It's
That's funny joke.
the most radical joke of the year 1965.
What exactly are these
sure.
two plotting?
Careful with
I
that bit.
don't-
It's an antique.
These aren't real. These aren't actual characters in the case. Disappointing. All right, time to go do something else. Huh?
Huh?
I
Fender,
need to talk to the kid.
I can't seem to. We'll talk to him later. Fender, I can't seem to find the temperature controls you mentioned.
Huh? Huh?
Stop.
Oh yeah. It's a little tricky if you don't know where it's at. Here, I'll have to open it. I'll have it open for you in a Giphy.
It's pronounced Jiffy.
What? But that doesn't make any sense. Jif is a peanut butter. Nothing
Yeah.
else can be pronounced Jif.
Oh my god.
Huh? Dang thing's locked. Makes sense, I guess. Wouldn't want the visitors cranking up the thermostat and melting the art.
According to the pamphlet, the winter wing is kept at a constant 27 degrees.
Holy, that's colder than the Snowman 2019's cold bits. I'm gonna freeze to death in here. Guess there's only one thing for it. Somebody's getting a hug.
Edgeworth, where's my hug?
Hey, what's with the icy stare? You want me to freeze to death? Where's my hug?
Stop talking. There are 2 large ice statues on display here.
There are 10 million particles in the universe that we can observe. Your mama took the ugly ones and put them into one node.
Edgeworth
Guess
versus
these
Payne.
are remakes of Frost's work from 18 years back. Real eye-catching stuff. Ice sculpture's a heck of an art form, huh?
It is. These are the works my father never got to see. To think that I get to see them instead. So many years later.
Sorry to butt in while you're in a deep think hole,
I think it's just Milester. Yeah, I think it's just Milester.
Melster.
Yeah.
Mouster.
Mouse Hunt.
Mouse Hunt? Would you mind listen, be patient with me, I have a cold. Would you mind looking this way for a sec?
This way?
Beautiful.
This doesn't
yeah,
translate
just
when
like
I'm a
that.
sprite that always faces to the right. Why is everyone taking selfies in this game? First Kay and now you? Fender, really?
Kay has an excuse. She's a teenage girl.
Yeah, what's your excuse, Fender?
The soul of a teenage girl.
I don't
She
like
died
that.
too.
Hey, cheese!
Unchanged expression. Please don't do that again. I don't like having my picture taken.
My bad, big guy. My bad. Had
It
to
will
check
happen again.
if this old thing was still
Yeah.
working is all.
Where's Kay? You're making me miss Kay, Fender. Your camera does look rather ancient.
Yup, vintage model. All the way back from the year 2001. You ever hear of an instant camera? Oh my god, it's from like fucking like not the 90s.
I'm gonna add this
developed-
to evidence for some reason.
It develops the picture right after you take the shot. Still twists my noggin trying to figure out how it works.
I know what an instant camera is, Fender. Although I've never used one.
Should have known Mr. Known-It-All would have known it all. You really are your father's son. Hey, real quick, what's your thoughts on the Dave Matthews Band?
You already told me this whole story about it. I think they're alright. I don't know if I can name any of their songs, but I know that they
shit on my father.
They shit on my father, that's all I know. And I know that he gained the ability to play rudimentary guitar licks because he ate the shit. That's because you told me that
I
in
don't
half an
want
hour.
to make. I don't want the record to get twisted. That's just what he. That's just what I think happened. I don't know if he actually gained the power of guitar solos from eating the Dave Matthews Band shit. I just know that that's what he told me.
And I truly don't care either way. You should go get some shots of the room.
I need to get some shots of the room here.
He's so suggestible.
He finally stopped talking.
You don't want to make any more jokes. I don't want to make any more jokes. You don't want to sell any death sticks. I don't want to sell any death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life. I went to go home and rethink my life.
For all
he did.
his joking, he looks very serious about the pictures he's taking. He must have his own theories about the IS-7 incident.
Woo! I should have been a paparazzo. These are gold. They should develop right away. Wanna see?
Well, since you've already shoved one in my face.
All right, Brainiac. Question. What do these two sculptures represent?
They appear to represent Taurus and Gemini, two constellations best observed during wintertime.
Incorrect. It's actually the screaming goat from Thor: Love and Thunder.
What?
Oh,
I haven't
my
seen that
favorites.
movie. Why would I have seen that movie?
Bingo. He shoots, he scores.
Well,
Woo, you're a regular
What's the screaming
encyclopedia,
goat's name?
Miles. Mouse Hunt.
what are the screen goats named?
Tooth grinder and teeth gnasher? Why do I know
How do you
that?
know
I mean, next topic, please.
I guess that's why this is the Winter Soldier Wing, right? Because they have those Soldier Star stuff on display here.
They have
from his
Marvel
time in the
stuff in
war.
here, like the Screaming Goat.
I don't know why the Screaming Goat's here. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's not on
I don't
theme.
even think they were. I don't even
That's
think they were in the
after
same
the
movie
MCU
together.
got bad.
Got?
Anyway, seeing as I'm the nicest old rogue on the block. That one's yours for keepsies. Hands him a copy of Thor. Hands him a copy of Thor: Love and Thunder on DVD.
Thanks.
Oh, I want Blu-ray. I want to see the screaming goats in 4K, delicious, and then I can lick the screen.
God. So the victim made these same Zodiac statues out of flavored ice for the contest 18 years ago.
Sure did. Lovingly crafted, life-sized desserts. There's ice.
I
Is
don't know,
considered a
bro.
dessert?
Like just ice by itself. I don't know.
or is it like flavored ice or something?
I don't know.
Depends if you cream it.
Hold
I
on,
only
is
ever
that
saw
the
that-
fucking Miss Stone Rock? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I was waiting for you to notice that.
Oh no.
I only ever saw the old ones in photos though. But these are the spit of the original, and that
So-
they're made with the spit from the original.
So this is what you wanted to show me?
Yep. If you consume all the spit, you could do some rudimentary ice sculpting.
Yeah. Everyone knows that to gain the power to be able to do a rudimentary version of something, you have to consume some type of excretion of another person.
Oh.
Don't ask me how you become a rudimentary defense lawyer.
So-
I don't even want to go into it.
Yeah, so if someone were to consume just a fraction of my logic... Okay.
Well, you know, I tried to become a great attorney somehow, and when human beings die, they shit themselves. So I knew that was my last chance to be one with your father. So I'm ashamed to admit that I went into that elevator and found his pants. That's just so gross. I'm sorry. I gained some rudimentary defending.
Okay, I thought, okay, I didn't...
I may or may not have had it in me to come here on my own.
You know,
Sorry to drag you along.
you know what I hate about that most, Jack? At first,
You love it.
No, I thought you were doing Phoenix voice, and that you were saying Phoenix ate Mia But it's an entirely different set of fucking characters that you were doing.
She's dead. Take her pants off. Give me her pants.
Oh, no!
Where?
Okay. I'm happy to be able to see where my father's final case unfolded. But I don't
Wait,
want to hear any more about shit excretion-based superpowers, please.
Do we have? We need a.
Three skills.
Do we have a buzzer sound effect? I guess it's the best we to signify. Okay, it's time to stop.
Yeah.
I guess it's the best we've got.
That's not
It's
close
time
enough.
to stop. Good to hear you say so, Palio.
Oh,
What do you say we grab another quick to commemorate this heartwarming occasion?
Absolutely not. Please let me investigate. The lamp! This lamp appears to be made of rock salt. It's illuminating the diagram of the zodiac just above it. Yes, both Gemini and Taurus are not only zodiac signs, but constellations that are visible during winter. I am very smart. Winter constellations on display in the Winter Wing. And uniquely, these statues are made of flavored ice. Okay, so it is flavored.
Okay, so it is flavored ice.
According to the pamphlet we received, the ones in the other rooms are made of crystal glass. Ice might be rather fitting for the summer wing, too. Who doesn't like a nice snow cone on a sunny day?
Matter of fact, ice.
But then...
Matter of fact, depending on where you live, there could be ice in fall as well.
But then
And,
it would
hey,
probably be too
you know-
similar to this room, I suppose.
Fuck it. Ice in every. Fuck it. Ice in every room.
Screaming goat!
Global
I
warming.
mean, it's a statue of a rather ferocious-looking bull. Not a gaze one would
Rather-
want to be fixed with.
ferocious looking goat.
But then I was always taught to return a scream with a scream. He just screams at the goat. Ah!
Can we hear your impression of the screaming goats?
Ah! 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 Discord even picking that up.
I heard, I think, like half a second, and then it
Well,
stopped.
you'll hear it. You'll hear it when you watch the VOD later.
Hang on, you guys want to hear my? You guys want to hear my impression of the screaming goats?
Sure.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Although in this case, discretion might be the better part. Discretion? I could become like the screaming goats if I drink their goat paste.
get some rudimentary screaming.
Worst
Gold milk
fucking
is
one
right
stream
there.
built.
I never said it had to be piss and shit and cum. You decided that.
Okay, a boy wearing a backpack. Surely this conversation will be normal and not at all, like, piss shit related. What's he doing in an art gallery on his own?
Probably you, Kill.
Yeah, Kale hasn't done anything yet. Kale.
Oh, okay. Wait, she wanted to run a gallery so bad, she just quit the industry? Don't get it. Don't get it.
Does this boy know the owner of the gallery, perhaps? Okay.
Pleiades.
There's a huge
Pleiades
block of
nuts.
ice on display here. Good one! It must be incredibly heavy. Though that was totally like Fender over in the corner with the Pleiades nuts! Good one! Must be incredibly heavy. Though maybe not, what with it being hollow on the inside. There's a constellation engraved into the surface, along with some explanatory text. Text you would not have been able to read from the map in the DS version, but I can read it here. The Pleiades, known to some as Subaru, they form part of the larger constellation of Taurus. That's not
Why would
what it says.
leave
over there.
SpongeBob? Isn't he his best friend? Who's Subaru? I call Patrick Who's Subaru. Have you guys ever seen that?
I've seen that, yeah. But why cram so many stars into one tiny part of a single constellation? I guess people in ancient times weren't hugely careful about such things. Ha! Primitive and dumb.
Alrighty, I got the shots I wanted. Shall we scoot over to another wing and see what's cooking? Metaphorically, of course. I don't think they do cooking contests here anymore. Might as well get the full tour while we're here.
I suppose so. Ah! Is that the screaming goat?
No, Coleman, I think it's you.
Ah! Is that the screaming goats? What was that? Was that Tooth Gnasher?
It came from the fountain room. Come on, let's go. It came from the fountainhead room.
Oh my god! What?
Each character.
Are you sure?
Well, it's not a screaming goat, but it might as well be.
Are you sure?
There's someone.
I'm shaking it.
Here's to the ones that we got.
Jesus Christ. There's someone on the ground, and it's...
I'm shaking it. I'm shaking
Stop!
it.
Stop playing at the... Stop the soundboard. Is that... what the fuck is happening? Is that... Larry? What are you doing here? You're in both of my games? Come on, man! Actually, never mind that. What on earth is going on?
Run from it.
Larry's
I am
still...
inevitable. Larry is inevitable.
I am Larry Butts. Edgy! You should have seen it. It was awful. Just calm down and tell me why there is an unconscious man on the floor. I didn't do anything. He just fell down in front of me.
Wait, I know this guy.
Why do you know? How do you know Larry? Oh God, Deauxnim is here too. Okay.
Are you sure?
This is the hubris. This is us paying for our hubris.
Jack's like,
For having three.
Jack's like,
For having a maximum. For having 4 Kirk characters
Jack-
last time.
Jack,
It's the unconscious guy.
Jack realizing that he cast me as Delicia. When he realizing he shouldn't have cast me as Delicia Scone with the fucking like Oppenheimer face.
You cast yourself as the old man.
I did. I have
Yes.
no memory.
You just were like, I want to play this guy. You started voicing him, and I was like, okay. And
I have no memory of that. You can recast him if you want. I don't. Kale can play him. I don't care. Who's talking
I
right
think
now?
that's who I was originally going to.
Chicken jockey.
Who's supposed to be? Who's saying this?
Probably. I think this is Lauren.
Is this Judy Bound?
Who is this? Who knows?
Yeah.
Is everything all right? Don't you know it's rude to make a racket in an art gallery, you naughty boys? Oh, it's probably
Either
Scone.
of them could have said that, to be honest.
Somehow,
Why is Miss Scone here?
returned.
Wait. This smell.
It's a reunion.
He's still breathing, but I know these symptoms.
Sugar coma.
It's not safe, Miles. We need to get everybody out of here.
Everyone, with me! All of the Coleman characters, follow me! There isn't a moment to lose! There's poison gas coming out of the
Follow
room!
me. Wait,
Everybody
why are
else
you
in the
all
group...
dead? Why are you all dead or in
All
prison?
characters follow me into the poison gas room. It's for your own good.
All the Kirk characters
The
follow
idea-
me. Wait, you're all either dead or in prison. Oh, that's not a good sign for me.
I was gonna say all the Coleman characters left, but Larry's still fucking here. How's the victim doing, Fender?
Not the funniest endings to an episode ever was just when Larry showed up and you're like, we can't do this. End the stream. You guys.
Larry showed up and you're like,
I
no,
was like,
no,
more. Well, 'cause
not
we-
good. He
'cause
inhaled a lot. Inhaled a lot of gas. Sorry, I don't know what came over me there. He's still out, and it sounds like it's pretty serious.
I also don't know what came over.
The reason
The Germa gas.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say, I'm like, that sounds like the Germa bit. Gas.
But the paramedics said there's no sign of external injury, and he was conscious before it happened. Anyway, he's alive, just barely. He's lucky we found him when we did. But like I said, he's not out of the woods yet. They put him in the medical room with a specialist.
I see. I couldn't help noticing that it seemed like you knew him, Fender. Oh, you knew the victim, or the unconscious guy, not Larry. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah.
I mean, I've met Larry before, like once or twice. Like, I would come home with Gregory sometimes, and I'd see the two of you having a play date.
You'd what?
Yeah, to discuss a case. Wait, the ghost of Von Karma, why are you here? Sure do.
Okay.
That was Carmelo Gusto. He was here back when the whole IS-7 thing went down.
The confectioner. So he was here 18 years ago too. And that small woman looked a lot like how you described Delicia Scone. I really remember that part of the case for some reason.
Anywho, this guy here seems like he's in rude health. Old pal here is Miles Areno?
Something like that. I'm glad you're okay, Larry. Something like that? Are you serious, Edgy? You've known me since elementary school. Crush a guy's feelings, why don't you? Anyway, you know you're supposed to call me Laurice. Oh! Anyway, you know you're supposed to call me Laurice Dunham when I'm dressed like this. This is my other Smash Bros skin. Remember? You guys ranked Laurice and Larry separately on the tier list. That means we're separate characters. And Larry's not in both games. The first game had Larry, and the second game has Laurice Dunham. Larry, I'm about to bitch slap you into the fountain. Stop it. No more Larry, okay? This is Larry Butts, or as he apparently wants to be called, Laurice Dunham. He's a bit of a troublemaker, regardless of what name he goes by. He's one of my only friends from back when we were little kids. Ever since he developed a passion for art, he's been trying to make it big as Laurice Dunham. But New name.
New girlfriend? Which girlfriend is he trying to impress? this
Right,
time?
right. But new name or not, he's still the same old Larry. Like I said, a troublemaker, no matter the name.
Whoa, grade school buddies. I need to go tell Gregory about this.
Oh wait, he's dead.
He'll be over the moon to hear you have a pal. He was always worried you never click with anybody. I remember he told me multiple times. Friender,
My
I'm
son's a
worried that
fucking loser. He has
my
no friends.
son's a fucking loser. He's
So
a-
he's not just a fucking steel samurai. He's corrupt. He's secretly corrupt.
That's what him and
Whoa,
Larry did
I
on
don't
their
get-
play
I don't
dates.
get what the big deal is, Gregory. Lots of kids watch the Steel Samurai. I mean, I still watch it. That's the problem. I don't want him to turn out like you.
Hear that, Edgy? You're lucky to have a friend like me. Remember when we used to watch the Steel Samurai together at your house as kids? I remember this guy showed up once, except he wanted a hug.
Gregory just evaporates.
Come on, everyone's helped you soak.
Huh? 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 I never knew I was the cause of. I'm just gonna move past that one. Just gonna move past that one. I never knew I was the cause of such worries for my father. What are we talking
I'm
about?
he's soaking.
Larry, what are you doing here? Laurice, Edgy! How many times do I have to tell you it's Laurice? What are you doing here? Ah! What's with the demon eyes? Alright, I'll talk. Just stop looking at me like that. Good. Now, talk. Somehow, Laurice returned. You want to know why I'm here? Why the heck do you think? For my art, of course? For my art, of course! Oh, and I'm coming on a date here with Lulu soon. Okay, there's the girl. So I thought I'd better scope the place out. So, not actually for your art at all.
Laurice, my man, an artist and a romantic. You'll have to introduce me to this lady friend of yours.
You know, I complain all the time about having too many plucky female assistants. But now in this case, I'm asking, where are all the plucky female assistants? Instead, they've all been replaced with guys that talk like this.
Represented.
Someday Kay will show up again. Oh, sure. It's nice to have somebody take an interest for once. Spare me. Oh, God.
Oh, by the way, Lauricio,
God.
did you notice anything when you found the victim?
Nothing in particular. Didn't you say?
It's just like the same character, just in a different in a different.
All the
stage of
female
life.
assistants have been replaced by characters that have that voice. Didn't you say you'd seen something awful? Oh, that. The old guy, he just appeared and then splat! He was on the floor. Scared the life out of me. But for once, I had nothing to do with any of it. Don't look
Do you think
so...
we should have Von Karma back in the case? I mean, he was Edward's mentor, and he really fucked him up. In fact, there's a case where they're in prison, and maybe we could have him show up, and Edward has to confront the man who killed his father, but also raised him. No, just throw Larry in there. Well, no, but
Larry,
you think,
yes.
no,
No,
and
this
the
time
result-
he's Laurice, guys. It's different. It's different. This time he's Laurice, dude.
Different character.
maybe we could have Phoenix in the case and kind of see help Edgeworth in the way that he
No, Reese Duna. Don't look so proud.
Somehow.
That's the least we should be able to hope for.
Don't say anything.
Is it me? Who's
It is
No.
you. This
Honored guests, I can only apologize for the trouble you've experienced. Anthrax is deeply inconvenienced. I'm Judy Bound, the gallery manager.
another person from the IS-7 incident.
Why the hell is only the confectioner aged so rapidly? He went from having like normal colored hair to stark white.
Okay, wait, so this was that guy. Okay, no, I was playing that guy for a little bit, and then I'm pretty sure we did just give it to Kale when Kale showed up last time. So yeah, that
Good
character.
to see you, Judes.
Unless I'm like conflating two different characters.
Oh, maybe I'm dumb because I know you played the guy they were representing, but I think
Yeah,
I
that
got
was
those two
not
mixed up
Samson Tangaroa. That was the other guy that was in Tangaroa's room when we were investigating. At least that's what I thought. If you guys
Sure.
are saying it's him, but he looks much older, I don't know.
No, you're probably right.
Mr. Fender, it's always a pleasure.
She was at the reception desk when we arrived, so she's the one in charge here.
I can't believe you had to go through something so awful. And on our first day in business?
Quit that. It's not your fault.
No, it is.
It's not like you- It's not. Oh. Well, then it is your fault.
Yeah.
It's your responsibility to make sure that your customers don't get gassed.
Yeah, but I
Oh.
really asking people. It's really like hard for me.
Judy, meet Miles. Miles, Judy, son of the late
I wish there
great
was a
Gregory.
case about bees and gas. That would be awesome.
It would be so awesome.
Really? You're Mr. Edgeworth's son? Wow.
How old is she supposed to be?
I'm trying to figure out her what her
Vibe.
fit is. She's got like
Isn't this fabulous? The great man's son here with us. Oh, she's
Her-
singing.
her hair is giving like that it could be like Irish coded or whatever.
Yeah, Carmelo Gusto. This was definitely the guy that was in Tangaroa's
yeah.
room.
He's the guy that I said
Yeah.
was Zorro coded.
Yeah. And like
No, you
I
poked,
might
you
have
poked.
played him for a little bit, but no, you were thinking of Samson. Yeah.
Again, like look, like
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
the
but
only one who
this-
aged. Judy Bound
He's
did
the
not
only
age
one-
at all. Yeah.
so, like just real quick, like Judy's got like her hair looks like it's like could be like an Irish thing, like with like the kind of like golden like the locks or whatever. But then she's got like a flower crown, a maid collar and apron, but then a rose, like a rose
like a
necklace,
sort of like
and then the
tango
cut-
dancer kind of.
and a tango
fit,
dancer,
yeah.
and then like it's a tango dancer fit, and she's got a fan.
There's a lot
What
going
is-
on with this character design.
What nationality are you supposed to be a parody of?
18 long years have passed, but now look, he's here at last. Ah! Oh God, it's very lovely to meet you, Mr. Fine Attorney number 2.
She was not singing this much last time.
That's the new bit she's developed in the last
Forgot she
18
was singing in the
years.
span
Well,
of
what's
one
funny is
song.
that was the Tangaroa bit in the one scene he was in last time. Like,
Judy, that was the bomb. Figuratively, of course. Not because we have had literal bomb threats. I see you're you're in good voice as ever.
So we have that.
Miles Edgeworth, prosecutor. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, you're a prosecutor. I'm so sorry. Forgive me for jumping to conclusions.
She's very polite, but there's something strange about her. I was wondering when he was gonna start yapping again. Hey, Judy? Can I get an autograph? You can write it here.
Well, if you're sure you'd even want such a thing.
Yes, Mommy. I mean, Judy. Why?
That wasn't even
I
close.
shouldn't even ask. Why do you want it, Larry? Rude Goldberg machine. You know who she is, right?
Come on, Milester. You don't keep up with showbiz news or nothing? Guess that's no big surprise.
What's
Why do
going
I look
on?
so nervous about
is,
that?
Is Judy in the One Piece dub or something? Why is Larry freaking out right now? Why are they looking at me like that?
Judy here's a living legend, not just TV, movies, musicals, chart-topping hits, you name it. She even voiced an anime character. I believe
Oh,
Ada
I'm
Uta
stuck.
or Ada or something like that.
I would never be associated with the One Piece. I'm just a humble art gallery owner now. I finally quit the biz for good. I finished shooting my last movie just the other day, in fact. It was not One Piece related. Some of my co-stars were even kind enough to say that they would come visit once we opened. Anyway, here you are, and good luck with your artistic endeavors. What the fuck am I looking at?
Thanks so much, Judy. I'll treasure it till my dying day. He just sniffs it.
See, I'm gonna try everything.
You and me are peas in a pod, Laurice. Peas in a gosh dang pod.
They are both "Where's my hug" guys.
Laurice, do you also have several restraining orders against you?
No.
No. I mean, there's one, but it's not important. How lovely for
I'm
you.
taking it. I'm taking it.
Turn that off. Larry, could you go jake it somewhere else or something? I don't...
I'm Lauricing it.
I'm Lauricing it. God. There's even a fountain here for Larry to pop up out of later on in the case than me to end the stream. You did come all the way to an art gallery after all. It would be a shame to waste the opportunity.
A real artist drawing our exhibits? What an honor.
Heh, guess even you can have a bright idea once in a while, Edgy. All right,
What if
Judy.
it turns out Larry's like just a real fucking art prodigy? Like,
Yeah,
a
like he's actually good at this. Yeah. All right, Judy. Seeing as you were so nice about it, I guess I will. Be right back. Thank God, I got him to leave the case for a while.
He's a real live wire, that one. I don't know who she...
Once again,
supposed to
metaphorically,
be.
since we have had to deal with real live wires in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't really know what her deal is yet. Yeah, that's
It's
one
her
way
deal
of
that
putting
she
it.
just makes bomb
I
threats.
can only apologize. By the way, there was another woman with you before. Where is she now?
No, you don't need to ask that.
You mean Delicia? Delicia Scone?
I knew it.
killed her.
I knew that was gonna be. I left her. You should. Did you? You didn't leave her behind in the
threw her in the
poison
room with
gas
gas.
room, did you?
I said, look, there's sweets in the gas room. And she goes,
She runs in there.
I mean, she does. I mean, if you did say it was the gas, it was the gas room. So I think in that
I
case,
gave her ample
you
warning.
have plausible deniability. So I think you're in the clear.
She's in the medical room helping to care for Mr. Gusto.
I'm shaking it.
I call it the medical room, but it's nothing quite so grand, of course.
It's the medical room, the gas room.
I it's the only one on staff, and I can't leave the gallery unattended for long. Close, bitch.
Delicia Scone. We've heard that name before, haven't we, Fender?
Huh? We have?
Remember
yeah,
the
we sure
Queen
have.
lady? Yeah, okay.
Sounds like our checks notes. The I-7 bingo card is complete. Something tells me this isn't a coinky dink.
Perhaps I could offer you gentlemen a cup of tea?
A drop of the old Judy Bound special blend? Why not? For old time's sake.
That would be lovely. Thank you. You know what the difference is? If that Larry appearance, like, if this was the first Edgeworth game, we would still be talking to Larry about that unconscious person. And we'd be talking
we would somehow have to convince Langji that Larry did not knock that man unconscious.
Not only would we still be talking about it, we'd be talking about it for the rest of the stream, and the stream would be 3 hours long.
And then Chalba shows up and says, "Hey there, gentlemen, how you doing?"
I'm gonna be important later, but only because I'm gonna be a major obstacle to your progression.
Old man, don't worry.
I better go and explain things to the other visitors.
You go do your thing, Judes.
Okay,
Thanks again.
Now I'm thinking back, they really included Ron Delight and his wife as background characters. They included them and then were like, no, they're gonna be background characters. Larry though. They could have included them, but they chose
to update the sprites for some characters. Who do we want to add to this case? We have Rhonda Light. We have the demon.
Desiree, and then we have Laurice Deauxnim. Laurice Deauxnim! Laurice Deauxnim! It's like,
yeah,
but
we haven't had Laurice Deauxnim in a while. It's been a bit.
It's been, checks notes, 2 cases.
The Ace Attorney developers looking at Larry like Lois looking at that one drug.
But the kid in class with the veins in his head, when Ace Attorney developers, when they haven't used Larry in 2 minutes. This aroma, Ceylon, I believe. Let's give it a try. Some relaxing tea to get over the stress of a Larry jump scare. This is a fine blend. A top quality Ceylon indeed. I don't know if that's how you say that. It's citrus aroma.
Is said to improve one's ability to concentrate, right? Wait, is said to improve one's ability to concentrate. Sorry, I forgot. I didn't realize I was quoting. I didn't realize I was quoting the Gregory and had to do his voice there for a sec. Really takes me back. There's just one difference. Jude's cooled the saucers back then. Not today, though, it seems.
Anyway, don't you think this is all a little odd?
Every single person from an 18-year-old case all assembled in the same place at the same time?
Yes. It almost feels as if an investigation is in order. As if a case in my own game is forming. Unfortunately, it's a case that has Larry in it, but it's also a... Yes! My other plucky assistants are here! Now I know for sure this is part of my game.
Easy! Oh, Mr.
Yatta garasu! Yatta garasu! Yatta garasu! Jack Black and...
Mr. Edwards! Mr. Bender! Oh, I didn't realize it was me, sorry.
I am the Yatagarasu.
We heard you got caught up in a poison gas attack, so we came as fast as we could. This happens a lot for you, huh?
If I had a nickel for every time that I was involved in a poison gas attack, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Come on, bring it in.
No way. Besides, you're both doing just fine. Gummy and I got ourselves all worked up over nothing.
Detective
Oh
Gumshoe.
no, I definitely only have like days to live.
Oh.
I definitely ingested some cyanide bead.
Cyanide? Is this related to the poison gas room, or... Gumshoe, what were you thinking, bringing Kay with you?
Oh, sorry, sir. I mean, you were just talking about plucky female assistants, and I thought, you know, maybe you just want me,
no,
or...
you know what, actually, thank you.
Intention of letting this case pass the Bechdel test.
Gumshoe, also, I have to warn you, Larry is in this case, by the way.
Why?
He's here for, I don't know why he's here. Yeah, he's going by Laurice Deauxnim this time.
How does he keep showing up in your games, pal?
I don't know, man.
Somehow, Larry returned.
I knew it was dangerous, what with the poison gas and all, but she wouldn't take no for an answer. I ran. I just couldn't shake her off.
Me when I see Larry.
Live Larry action.
Fuck. When it comes to running away, the great thief right here is the world champ.
Then run away. Don't chase the poor detective. Peak. Never mind. All is forgiven. This case is peak.
All set, sir. Just say the word and all that in there. Start investigating.
It's time to start the investigation. Dawn's gas mask.
You guys stay here. That gas could still be dangerous.
Alright, we're counting on you, Detective. They always send him to do any remotely dangerous investigation.
Good
It's
luck
so
in there,
funny.
Dicky boy.
Like, oh, there's a hole in the ground in the prison? Detective, go down that hole. Or, oh, there's a secret path through the fireplace? Oh, detective, go through the fireplace.
The room filled with poison gas? Go in there, detective.
Oh, there's a maze of broken glass and electrical currents. Detective.
Gumshoe, there's a saw trap. Get in there. No way. Gummy almost looks like a real detective. I'm so proud of him. That's so
But
fucked
he
up.
is a real detective. Even I, damn, Kay, even I am like, that's a bit fucked up. This is
it mean? Is it her being mean, or is she just that, or has the game decided that she's just that stupid?
I don't know.
You decide.
This is Edgeworth speaking.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, looks like the gas is mostly dissipated, sir. I can't see the gas at all.
I can't see anything.
I think that's
I think the gas anymore.
Very good, detective. Now calm down and tell me what you can see.
Yes, sir. First up the exhibits. The statue of 2 people on the left side. And on the right, some kind of a goat or something that's like screaming.
Ah! Sorry, detective. Instinct. Wait, a statue of 2 people and a 2-horned animal? That sounds familiar. In fact, it sounds identical to the display in the Winter Wing.
Other than that, the place is looking pretty damp. The sprinkler sprayed the place good.
Ah, I see. So, was it...
Who's
I
got
have
that
a
idea
question,
with
detective.
that?
Is the goat in this room Tooth Gnasher or Tooth Grinder? This is important. The other goat is in the other room. It's a bit of an Ook and Glock statue situation, I think.
Okay, now you're speaking language
Yeah,
I follow.
yeah.
You can more of an Ook and a Glock in this.
I don't know.
Must be what stopped the gas from spreading.
The sprinklers. Are there any signs of a fire?
No, sir. The fire alarm hasn't been triggered either. Sprinklers look like the type that detect heat and smoke. Well, they detect something. They send an alarm, either fire or smoke, to the security room.
Detect these nuts.
Guess I read the gas as smoke and triggered the smoke alarm that way.
And was anyone in the security room when that alarm went off?
This place only has 1 employee, and it's that, Judy Bound, the manager.
Kirk finally gets a break from playing all the characters in this game.
I think every Kirk character is also in the reception hall. You're at the reception desk across the security room the whole time.
Frank Saw and the guy who played the Steel Samurai and Von Karma and I can't remember the rest.
And Gregory
Mr.
too.
Knight.
Remember when So he heard the alarm from across the way and turned on the sprinklers.
Yep. Seems like they can only be switched on manually. Only from there. Yup. Wouldn't want the art getting soaked for no good reason, I guess. And if it's manual, maybe even check how bad the fire was and try to get some stuff out first.
So the security setup is geared around protecting the exhibits. That makes sense in an art gallery, I guess.
One more thing. Freezing in there. And just one more thing. It's freezing in here. This isn't the autumn wing. It's the deep midwinter wing.
So the autumn wing is cold too.
I checked the temperature. It's 26.5 degrees in there, sir.
Why is the autumn wing being kept at the same temperature as the winter wing?
Actually, it's 0.5 degrees lower.
That's all. That's about all I got for now. I'll let you know if I find anything else, sir.
Understood. Thank you, detective.
Every
April
room is
2nd,
being kept.
11:15 a.m. Zodiac Hall.
No, it's April
Fountain Room.
16th.
Every room is being kept, like, the same, yeah.
Every room is being kept at, like, below freezing temperatures.
What did Gummy have to say? Is he dead?
No, he's perfectly
wish.
fine. He said that the autumn wing is actually quite wintry. Did you just say "oh"? Never mind. I'm wondering if you know what it means. What it means. We hadn't done it yet, and I was worried we wouldn't be able to, so I stretched it a little. I'm wondering what it could mean myself, but it's a bit hard to tell from out here. I'm wondering if
what
you
it could
know what it could mean. We should try to get in there as soon as the police are done with their investigation.
Amen to that. We need to see what the deal is for ourselves.
Is there anybody else who might know something in the meantime?
Footage of
Oh yeah, there is one guy, Miles' best bud.
Eddie Fender biting the curb.
Is he doesn't have friends?
If we
Yeah,
have
where's that?
to-
I think his name was Laurice Deauxnim.
I guess we have
I
to...
wonder where he went.
He's
Fender's
right over
really
there.
into Larry.
Yeah.
Wait,
great-
that... Oh God.
Kate
The
genuinely...
greatest. Larry and Eddie and Sexo Fender, the greatest bromance ever
Kay!
committed.
Didn't expect to see you here. You're looking as fresh-faced as ever.
Yeah, long time no see. Larry, right?
You forget they barely interacted in that other case. Like, they interacted at the
yeah.
very end, and, like, never before that.
At the very end, but that was 7 hours.
So, here's the deal, Kay. I'm Laurice right now. Oh my god. You see, I'm also a bit of an artist.
So it's your alias. I like it. Good to see you, Luis.
Yeah, Larry Butts
see you,
becomes
Laurice.
Laurice Deauxnim by night. It's like the Yatagarasu, but way cooler.
Hey, Luis. Shut the fuck up.
Sure?
Well, I always thought you were a nice, thoughtful kid. Unlike some people. I have some questions for you, Larry. God help us all. What the? How am I a suspect? Just because I found the guy doesn't mean I did the crime. I never said you did. I just need you to tell us what you saw. You said you saw something awful. How so exactly? Look, I didn't see anything, and I didn't do anything, okay? God damn it, here's the part where we spent an hour trying to get information out of Larry. I don't think I did anyway. Larry.
Whoa, Chief. You didn't sound too sure of yourself at the end there.
What is that supposed to mean, Luis?
Every fucking time I didn't see anything, I didn't do anything, or at least I don't think I did, unless maybe I did, I don't fucking know. God damn it, Larry. There's something
busy watching Kino.
There's something you should know about him, Fender. When something smells, it's usually the butts. We've been saying that about Larry for 26 years now. His ability to attract trouble
like
is...
the mustard gas, right?
is legendary. Yeah, that very well could have been his fault somehow. That never underestimated. His ability to attract trouble is legendary, for want of a better word. His ability to cause trouble, too. I suppose I'd better find out what he did this time. Oh, boy. Here we go. Here we go.
Always sunny title card. Larry accidentally mustard gassed the art museum.
Our aim is to uncover anything that might be hiding. However, I didn't see anything, and I didn't do anything, and you can't prove otherwise. I was cooking. I was cooking with gas, and I made mustard, and I poured some mustard in. And then Delicia Scone walked up to me and said, "You should put some of my runny." She said, "You should put some of my runny cream in this," and then it exploded. Edward starts tweaking again. It's almost impossible for him to keep his cool. I'll need to bide my time when he gets agitated and wait for him to calm down. It's let's start by asking him to go into detail about what he's doing here. An ever-present question. Why is Larry in the case? He shouldn't prove to be too much of a challenge, so let's get this over with. Mind checks. Commence. Why are you here? Why exactly did you come to the gallery today? What kind of question is that? What, do you think I don't belong in a gallery or something? Bide my time.
That's exactly what I think. Get out of here.
Hey, if you're gonna ignore me, then I'm gonna paint your portrait. And when I'm done, I'll scribble all over it. Bide my time? I don't fucking wait for him to finish just saying his notes. I'm joking, okay? I'd never scribble on one of my pieces. How could I? They're valuable artworks. According to you, perhaps. I imagine I might struggle to agree. Oh, laugh it up, funny guy. Luckily, some people actually believe in my work. She's called Lulu, okay? Like, I like that this mind chess is just like letting him yap until he says something important. She's called Lulu, okay? And she says my pictures are masterpieces. So if she likes something, I'll draw it for her. Anything at all. And where is this Lulu? I'm Larrying it. I'm Larrying it. And where is this Lulu?
I'm butzing it.
I'm butzing it. And where is this Lulu? How come you're here alone? What? A guy can't be apart from his girlfriend for 1 second? I have my own life too, you know. Well,
not when they're you.
Every bide my time is just like an awkward silence before Larry starts talking. Fine.
Because you're punishing him like a toddler.
Lulu said she's a Gemini, okay? So I thought I could do a sketch of the statue to show her on our date. And I expect you're pretty proud of this sketch. Why do I feel like that's the twist, is like Larry is an absolute dumbass to, like, it's, in none of these games do we ever actually see Larry with a girlfriend, with the girlfriends that he talks about, which means either A, they don't exist, or B, he actually locks the fuck in, but only when he's with, like, his partners. I expect you're pretty proud of this sketch. Not so much this time, actually. But, you know, it being her sign and all, I just thought maybe she might kind of like it. So you're here for the Gemini sculpture. Yeah, this is where he's not freaked out anymore, so now, okay. How very like you to try to tell me nothing and give so much away in the process. So to summarize, you came here today to draw a sketch of the Gemini statue for your girlfriend, Lulu. God, the mind chess minigame really does so much to make the gameplay better than the first game.
Mind chess is really great.
It even makes picking...
Again, like flashing back to the first game, when this would have happened in case 5, we would have had so much time examining, cross-examining, then re-examining, and re-cross-examining Larry for all of these statements.
With this mechanic, we just let Larry talk for a couple minutes, and he says what we need to hear.
Was that true? Wubba Dubba Dub, is that true?
What? Yep. How did you figure all that out? From your incessant prattling, you just can't help yourself, can you? Fine, then I won't say another word. Larry may want to keep his mouth shut now, but I know that after approximately 2 seconds of uncomfortable silence, he will start talking again. So I'll have my answers, one way or another. Let's ask him what he did after he arrived here at the gallery. We'll soon see what he's hiding. It's just a matter of time. I don't know why I sang that. What did you do once you got here? Alright, tell me what you did once you arrived here. What's the big idea? Why are you staring at me like that? I don't remember. I didn't have a pamphlet, so I didn't know what was where. I just kinda hung around by the fountain. You and fountains, man. I bide my time. I want to ask follow-up questions, but I'm sensing that the whole gimmick of this mind chess is to just let him keep talking endlessly. What gives, Edgy? If you don't have anything to ask, let me get back to my sketching. Wait! Okay, I guess I actually did need to ask him a question that time. I need to study my opponent's reactions and pick my responses accordingly.
Wubba dubba dub, is that true?
Okay, why didn't you get a pamphlet? You didn't receive a pamphlet when you paid your entrance fee at the reception desk? Okay, so he snuck in. Yeah, okay. You mean entry isn't... It's not free to get in here? Larry.
I gotta get in there.
I feel like now you have to cut.
Maybe.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah. You mean to tell me that you entered without paying? Yeah, just keep hitting his pawn. I'm sorry, okay? It wasn't deliberate. You know me, I'm a dumbass. There wasn't anybody at the reception desk is all. So I thought entry must be free. Miss Bound wasn't at the reception desk. Yeah, this one is just keep doing it. You're saying Miss Bound...
Yeah, the last one is be silent.
No, it feels like they knew it feels like this time they actually knew that, like, no, you don't actually want to play like a hard 2-hour cross-examination with Larry, so it's just hold back, press,
if you hit
hold
the
back,
XXX
hold
and
back.
the YYY, you will be sucked.
You're saying Miss Bound wasn't at the reception desk at the time. Yeah, but it looked like there was maybe somebody in the little room opposite. Interesting. According to Detective Gumshoe, Miss Bound had to enter the security room to activate the sprinkler system. I expect she wasn't at the reception desk because she was busy responding to the incident. And right after she finally got the place open for business, too. Poor Judy. The Winter Soldier Wing, the gallery's greatest attraction, and it's gonna be ruined now. You know a lot about the Winter Wing.
Lots.
You say you don't have a pamphlet, and yet you seem to know all about the Winter Soldier Wing. For example, the fact that it's called the Winter Soldier Wing, and not just the Winter Wing, apparently. That the Gemini statue you came here to draw also just so happens to be in said room. Therefore, it was your intention to visit the Winter Soldier Wing all along, wasn't it? How? How did you get me again? This is so much less painful than the fucking hour-and-a-half long multiple cross-examinations. Oh my god. Fine! You're right! I came here for the Gemini statue. And yeah, I came here to visit the Winter Wing. I won't deny it. Larry's not one to confess so easily. Then again, he's always managed to surprise me in unusual ways. My question, though, is why was he trying to withhold this information from us? He hasn't said anything suspicious yet. Like, let's
Larry.
see what more he can tell us about the Winter Soldier.
His dumbass always does this shit.
Yeah.
Whether it benefits him or not.
I expect even Larry has found his feet a little by now. I'll have to watch his reactions more carefully and see what information I can glean from him.
Feels like it's meant to be like the tutorial for this.
Right? But it's like, we already used this mechanic in the last two. Did you enter the Winter Wing? What did you see in the winter? I'm done with you. Go home. Larry, be honest. Did you enter the Winter Wing? What is that? Is that suspicion I see in your eyes? I tried to get in there, sure, but... You mean you didn't go in? You tried to get in, but you couldn't. Yeah, exactly. I wanted to get in there, but that old guy came out and fell to the ground, and like I said, it was all pretty shocking. Yeah, there's definitely something else. A detail he's leaving out. The victim prevented you from entering. So you were unable to enter the Winter Wing because the victim emerged and collapsed in front of you. Yeah, he came out of the Winter Wing door and then down he went. Wasn't it the Autumn Wing that the victim came out of? If that stupid poison gas thing had never happened, I'd be in there happily sketching away right now. Larry seems to have the Autumn and Winter Wings mixed up. Regardless, it seems his aim really was to make a sketch of one of the statues. This could be a useful clue. What did you see in the Winter Wing?
David Spade as a llama?
You don't let up, do you? I told you I didn't see anything. Galleries are nice and all, but I kind of changed my mind once I got here. Thought I'd go meet my girlfriend instead. I think it's time to deploy my clue. So what became of your sketch? Go out, horsey horsey! Didn't you say you came here to make a sketch of one of the statues for your girlfriend? You gave up on that a little easily, didn't you? Surely you saw something, even if you were distracted by the victim's collapse. Well, I didn't not see something. Oh, God. But that doesn't prove that I did see something totally terrifying either, does it? So you saw something totally terrifying, did you? And what exactly did you see? You could at least try to make this a little harder for me. It really does feel like a tutorial. I put it to you, Larry Butts, that you did in fact see something totally terrifying. How do you do it, Edgy? Are you some kind of mind reader? Fine. I guess there's no point in trying to keep it a secret any longer.
Why were you trying to keep it a secret in the first place?
I'm not sure there was a point in you trying to keep any secrets, given your track record. It wasn't exactly the most edifying use of my time, but at least I could use the mind chess mechanic to make it take 15 minutes instead of 2 hours. That's checkmate. Mind chess. Checkmate. Mind chess? What? Wait, Edgeworth, what are you talking about? I couldn't help staring at that Gemini statue. My eyes were drawn to it. You keep talking about a Gemini statue. But there's no way you saw what you think you saw. It's simply not possible. Well, what do you mean? You think I saw a ghost statue or something? Larry's still laboring under the misconception that he was looking at the Winter Soldier wing. This piece of evidence shows us what Larry was really looking at. Is it the pamphlet? What is in here? Yeah, it's gotta be the pamphlet. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Take that!
Take a look at this pamphlet. Look at this pamphlet! The Autumn Wing features sculptures depicting Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. Not only that, but I've seen the statue depicting Gemini in the Winter Wing for myself, as well as the one depicting Taurus, otherwise known as Tooth Grinding, which means that whatever you saw, it can't have been a statue of Gemini. Yes, that makes sense. Why is he not more surprised by that? I didn't even explain the Autumn Wing, Winter Wing thing, where he thought he was in one room and not the other. It did seem pretty weird now that I think about it. One of the two people did look like a goddess. So the other stuff, I guess that wasn't my imagination either. Other stuff? You're interested in it too, aren't you, Edgy? Great, let me show you. Show me what, exactly? I drew a picture of it all. Got the whole scene down exactly as I saw it. But I'm still not that confident in my work, so, Warren 100% got up and went somewhere else during the... I was just gonna say, did you get up and go get food or something during the 15 minutes where only I was talking?
No, I was doing my nails.
Okay. This is a little Coleman enrichment time. It's your turn now.
Well, I want to see.
Really? All right, here. What on earth? It's grotesque! You're trying to tell me that the statue was crying tears of blood?
Yo, that's sick as fuck. I have to say, Laurice, that's pretty scary. That's pretty sick as fuck.
It was scary. It was also pretty sick. It was supposed to be a statue of Gemini, but it up and turned into a goddess right before my eyes. Larry, what the fuck are you talking about? It freaked me out so bad, I screamed so loud like a screaming goat. Ah! So that was that
no.
screaming goat-like sound I heard from inside of the Winter Soldiery. He wasn't reacting to the
I think
victim
I know what this is
collapsing in front of
implying.
him after all.
I think I know what this is implying.
Okay.
I think there's a body
In the
frozen in
and
the statue.
And that's why all
And
the
it started to
characters from
thaw.
before are here, because the statue was hidden away somewhere for 18 years, and now it's, yeah. Wait, when you say it turned into a goddess, what do you mean exactly? What do you mean, what do I mean? The bottom half was suddenly a fish! That's what I mean!
A goddess with a fishy bottom half? Sounds like a Pisces to me. I'm really big into astrology.
I'm really shaking.
I hear it's all based on this legend of a goddess and her son turning into fish to escape some baddie. Not like Detective Baddie.
Like
Wow, really? I thought Pisces was just two plain old fish.
Edgy, do you think the statue's cursed? I mean,
It has to
tears
be,
of
yeah.
blood turning into a fish, that's some pretty cursed stuff right there. Don't be a fool. I imagine you simply mistook one statue for another. Pisces statue sketched it. Jot it down in my organizer.
Oh, look at you. Tucking it carefully into your organizer.
Yes, much as I
that
always
actually
do.
was a pretty good drawing.
I simply thought I might have a use for it later. Maybe in the bathroom. Or maybe it'll be
You're gonna
crucial
wipe your
evidence.
ass
Or
with
maybe
it?
or maybe it's like the samurai
I'm
dogs, and it'll be
taking it.
crucial evidence in
I'm
8
taking
hours.
it.
Who knows?
Oh,
You're the worst, Edgy! The worst!
Okay, I'll be back. I need to.
Kind of
I need to learn some lore real quick. If one of my characters shows up, which they might, someone who's not voiced someone in the wild, take them.
Okay.
Kind of freaky deaky though. A statue with the bottom half
Now's
that
my
changes
chance.
shape. Let's go.
Mo, lurking. Are you enjoying listening in, Mo? To all
Yeah,
of
it's
the
fun. I've never really listened to any of these.
chaotic-
I'm pretty keen. That's how I got started with
Yeah.
the
was just
the
like
Edgeworth
listening.
ones.
Yeah.
I was listening in during case 4 or 3.
Yeah.
Like I think, and then I was
We've
like,
we've
well, I
slowly
heard-
gathered a strong collection of people. The first
I'm
two
pretty
cases,
keen to find out what went down in the Autumn Wing, aren't you?
far
It's not really a good.
a far
it's not
cry
really good
from the
MCU
first-
fun for Autumn.
from the first two cases of this game, where it was literally like me and Jack doing no-pon voices at each other in case 2, and then Lauren came and like balanced it out a bit, and then slowly.
Legit,
everyone
like, you
else
can
did.
tell from the videos, from the recordings, the cases picked up in quality. Not the cases, but the,
The cases
recordings
suck.
picked up in quality once Lauren. joined.
Yeah, she added a
Yeah.
nice counterbalance to the humor.
Because it was just you and Jack
It was
flirting for like 4 hours. Wow, you're so funny, Jack.
And I wonder if you know what it means. I'm actually gonna go refill my water. real
Ladies and
quick. I'll be
gentlemen,
right back.
the runners-up for the best for the Piss Family Robinsons most likely to win to become a couple award.
We can do the next slide. He's just
Say the
despondent
line,
now that
Bart.
his lover is left.
Without Jack,
What is
it's
the
with has no
point?
punchline. I think he might have stepped away from the computer for a second.
Are you talking to me?
No. Colin.
Yeah.
Yes, you, Mo. This is your fault. Why would you do this to us? Why would you intentionally step
felt like
away
it.
from Coleman's computer while you were playing Edgeworth on his?
Coleman's version of Edgeworth.
That's a good question.
And the answer? You'll have to find
The
that out
answer is
yourself.
I used my mystic mind powers to influence Coleman to walk away from his
I'm
computer.
back. Is everyone else back,
Some-
or did other people get up?
We should all protect it.
I said the line.
Oh, I went to get. All right. I suppose I am. Yes. Am what? I forgot what the line was. Oh yeah, to find out what went down on. Could there be some kind of trick to the Pisces statue, perhaps? Like those 2 spotlights in case 5 of the last game. Another like latent puzzle for me to explain. Yes, Edgeworth speaking. I love that he says that every time, like even when it's probably just Gumshoe calling him again.
Oh, I'm not there, sir.
Hey, it's Edgewood. It's Gumshoes calling you again.
Hey, Al, it's me, Gumshoe. No danger from the gas anymore. Come in now.
Thanks.
I sucked it all up into my lungs.
Like a Popeye Sailor Man.
Let my liver do all the work.
It seems it's finally safe to enter the Autumn Wing.
The good detective sure has impeccable lungs.
Come on, let's go take a look. I want to see this Pisces statue in a body, and maybe it's in the Pisces statue, or maybe it's
You're
Gumshoe.
going in there, Kay? Maybe I should come along too. Larry, no, Larry.
Hey, Larry, I'm barely on my-
Wait, hold on. Did you really think I was going to leave you out here on your own? Oh, god damn it, we are bringing Larry with us? Why?
No,
All right.
Larry, you
If we
stay.
don't, he's just gonna get involved in another mystery somehow.
Yeah, no, that's true, because we left him alone in the Quercus Alba case, and then he popped out of a fountain and jump scared us. I guess it's better if he comes with
keep him
us.
on a leash.
Than if he's like
Like a
out
dog.
wandering around looking for the Iron Infant or whatever the fuck. Here we are at last, and it really does look like lots like the Winter Wing.
Oh, glad you can make it. Oh, hey there. You're, Harry, was it? I'm good to see you, Harry.
Mr. Dubois.
I forgot that he calls him Harry. No, for the last time, the name is Laurice Deauxnim. I mean, Laurice Deauxnim. Detective, your report, if you don't mind.
Yes, sir. Okay, so first off, I found a blowtorch. And also it was still warm when I found it, so I guess it was pretty recently.
Was somebody using it to heat something?
Possibly a statue.
Was the stepladder already like that when you entered?
Yeah, guess it was used by whoever let out the gas.
A stepladder actually being relevant to a case?
Are they gonna say it's ladder? Are they gonna do the bit?
Yeah, I don't know.
The gas was still inside the case until someone opened.
Is that so? Wait, there was poison gas inside the case where we think a dead body might have been in this. Okay. The Pisces statue.
Well, sure up on your constellation, sir. You know what the other case is?
Yes, that's Tooth Gnasher. I imagine it should be
okay.
Capricorn.
Dog has no full news, sir. I thought it was supposed to be like the other goat that I forgot the name.
Tooth Grinder?
Tooth Grinder, yeah. Yeah, weird cloth that's draped around it kind of tripped me up.
Isn't that a piece of luminous cloth from way back when? What's that doing here? I was just about to say, wait, is that the luminous cloth? And then Fender's out here
Now we have
mentioning
evidence.
the luminous cloth.
Now we have evidence from the IS-7 incident too. Luminous cloth.
Taking a look around.
You know what I like about this case? I like that it's not immediately clear that, like, the first section we were doing is, like, obviously it's connected to this present day stuff, but it's not like, oh, we're just, it didn't just introduce it as, okay, we're just continuing that case, here's all the evidence carried over, like, it's kind of a slow unfolding of, like, okay, how, like,
Yeah.
how is this actually,
Yeah.
like, we didn't,
It's also presented like kind of like how the D16 incident was presented, where it's like it was presented as something important that happened in the past, but we're not going to actually interact with it.
Yeah. And it's like it's a sort of we didn't come here to investigate that specifically. It's just gonna end up being wrapped up. It's done much better than the whatever the name of the like important past case was in the first investigations title, where it was just like we'd get all these exposition dumps about the about that past case and the other past case that was like even before it.
Yeah, and that just makes me want to see what's hiding underneath real bad.
Sure, let me whip them all right off for you.
Nudity.
Nothing bad will happen. Wow, they're beautiful.
More goats? So the
Well, are they gonna
transformation Larry
scream or no?
witnessed. Wait a minute. That one over there is a mermaid goat. Okay, I was wrong. That's not Tooth Gnasher. That other one's Tooth Gnasher. Could it have been the moment when the cloth around the Pisces statue's lower half fell away?
Capricorn, god damn it.
See, Edgy?
God damn it.
See? I wasn't imagining things. And I wasn't mistaken.
Listen, Milester. I think we can all agree this room's fishier than a bucket of fish. My hunch is that somebody deliberately tried to make this room look like the winter room. The Winter Soldier wing.
I was thinking exactly the same thing. They even covered the statues up in just such a way as to make them look similar. With a cloth over the bottom half, the Pisces and Gemini statues look almost the same.
Ditto for Capricorn, covering his bottom half up, and he looks pretty much like Taurus. The other two can't be fixed as easily, so covering their cases completely was the only answer.
So somebody went to some lengths to disguise the autumn wing as the winter wing. I'd say we need to take a closer look at things in here, wouldn't you, Fender? Oh shit, these two are here. Mr. Winner and Judge Gavel.
The peak has arrived.
No.
What the heck are you doing here?
I was gonna say, I'm like, normally I'd fill in for Jack with this character, but I'm already Larry. I can't be another, like, annoying, like, kid voice. Like,
what the heck are you? I can't do a twink voice.
Right, yeah.
I'm too sick to be a twink.
Mo, can you do a twink voice?
It's your time to shine.
Don't think I can.
Okay, that's fine. Just do the deepest baritone you possibly can, and that'll be a funny contrast.
Eustace has got a cold.
All right, give me. What the heck are you guys doing here?
And then when Jack gets back, he can do the classic character cough, so that suddenly has a different
cough to
voice
cover
pitch.
the
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You're the last thing I need. This is my scene, you hear?
It seems I've failed in my duty yet again. I pray one day to make you see that your presence is not required at every crime scene. Don't. And that co-opting the good detective for your own ends is neither right nor good.
I honestly didn't
Hit
think
'em,
these
hit 'em.
two were gonna show up this soon.
Yeah, I will have to give serious consideration as to how the goddess of justice would have me judge you.
Is
Like,
her
there's not
name
even-
Gavel and she has a giant gavel?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Her name is
Yeah.
Verity Gavel.
it's Gavel.
That's really funny. That.
Welcome to welcome
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
Phoenix
yeah.
Wright
Welcome
universe.
to the.
I know very well how Phoenix Wright names work. I just think it's really funny.
Her name in the fan translation was Justine Courtney. Just Court.
I
It's-
kind of
it-
like that.
it
Real.
get-
Yeah.
It's that classic literal translation of anime thing where it's like it literally gets the same point across, but it misses the joke.
You got it all wrong. It was me who asked Mr. Edgeworth to help, not the other way around.
Oh shit! Right, that's me. Sorry, I'm playing a game. I know.
Pull you away from your
It
other
was?
games to play this.
Well then, you know what that means, Detective Flayfoot. Yeah, good one, me.
Oh, you mean...
Exactly. Your salary check is taking a hit. But you're looking forward to pay. Bet you're looking forward to payday now. Always wanted to say that.
You're
Man,
capturing his little
getting the
shit
wage cut
vibe
from-
very well.
You're getting a wage cut from you, of all people.
Not so fast, Mr. Winner. I was simply assisting with the police's investigation as a witness and bystander. Honest to God, I didn't come here to investigate this. We just came here to look at ice statues, me and Fender.
We
And
were
then
literally
Larry
just
showed
doing.
up and
We didn't choose this. It happened to us.
Detective
I
Gumshoe.
came here to do coke in the bathroom.
Detective Gumshoe is entirely in the right.
Oh, he is, huh? So you're saying I should give him a bonus instead?
That's not what I'm saying at all.
Yeah,
No.
I wouldn't mind a little salary bump.
Your compassion and generosity are truly heartwarming, Eustace. But we must take into account past transgressions when making judgments that concern the future. I'm gonna hit you with my gavel now, and I hereby judge Mr. Edgeworth and his associates unfit to tread the hallowed ground of the sea. What? But we only just got here. The goddess of justice has conferred her blessings on Eustace, and Eustace alone.
By which you mean this is Mr. Winner's case? What even
Yeah,
is the
I love
case?
that white boy.
Like, just the poison
That's exactly
gas
what she
issue? There's
means,
not even a
dickhead.
body yet.
It's time for the warm-up act to get off the stage.
I guess like.
After all, I solved this one already. I have a suspect lined up and everything.
What did you say? A suspect already? Oh!
Larry screams and runs out of the room thinking it's him. He just fucking runs away. And Edward's just like, God damn it, Larry. Now they're gonna suspect. Okay, it actually fucking is.
Who else but your honest friend over there?
Camera pans over. There's a Larry shaped dust
Are you
cloud where Larry was standing. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's already gone.
Are you sure?
Me? Larry. Your guess is as good as mine. I can't even begin to imagine how this boy's mind works.
It's surprising that you lack the attitude to understand the winning mindset.
Lack the attitude. Something tells me he doesn't know the real winning turn of phrase.
Well put, Eustace. Mr. Edgeworth does indeed lack a certain aptitude.
To winning. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even get that.
That's
That was
funny.
what the first name part of the pun was. Okay.
Gang.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought. I always thought it was just a pun on like winner, but then Eustace is like, like Eustace winner, like a loser winner.
Used to winning.
Mm.
That's actually really good. No, I'll check it. His fan translation name was Sebastian the Best. So the pun was he's the best. But used to winning
I
is
don't like
actually
that.
yeah, no, the fan translation names are good. These two in particular, it's like their fan translation names might be better than their regular ones, but I could see why they didn't want to just use all the same translation.
The thing is, though, is that you can't like. Her whole thing is the gavel. Like,
yeah. No, these are good.
It'd be it'd be a massive like. It'd be a massive blind spot to not have her name involved in some way.
For further context, Mo, the reason all of these characters have fan translation names is that this game in particular was not localized into English until this remake that came out last year.
Oh my god.
So literally when we were playing the first game on the DS emulator last year, we were like, we're gonna have to play this one on the DS emulator too, and then they announced a remake. Now it's like, oh, okay.
That's really funny.
In the middle of Case 5.
Yeah,
That's really
the
funny.
Worst game, the worst
Thankfully,
case.
Case 5.
And the
worst Phoenix
Yeah,
Wright,
the first
worst
game got localized and didn't sell well, so they never localized the second game until they made this collection.
That's the really bad one you guys hated, right?
Yeah. The first one is bad. This one is good. And they just never localized the second one because the first one was.
You
not
wouldn't
that
be
good
able
and
to
didn't
tell
sell
it by the way that we were just constantly making jokes over it, but it's been a good game.
Yeah. Well, however annoying Larry might have sounded here, he was even in the last game when he was in the case, it was far more of a everything stops.
And he was right next to fucking. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, they had the other most annoying character also in that case.
And he was still more
voiced by you.
like ugly.
yeah, there was two.
I like a line going.
The two single most
The
plot-stopping characters
plot-stopping
dropped into the same case at the same time.
Mo line.
Right, yeah, sorry. Yeah, exactly. Where's your aptitude, smart guy?
Wow, he's totally shameless.
You know it, Toots.
I'm older than you.
That's why I can get away with saying it.
Underestimate my information gathering skills at your own peril. What's that? Before we came here, we dropped by the medical room to ask the doctor there a few questions. And he told me where the poison gas came from.
And where might that have been?
It was, it's this chemical you find
Did
everywhere.
you say where? Okay, he did.
Can't think of the name just now, though. Well, wait a second there. Wait there a second. Let me just call him real quick.
Oh, hey man, can I get you? Oh, okay, you're in the bathroom? Why did you answer? Perhaps, oh shit, that's a different voice. Perhaps I can answer your question while Eustace is on the telephone. Why let him make the call if you know the answer? The gas was created by mixing two specific chemicals. Fuck you, little girl, I'm not responding. Ubiquium and asphyxion. What kind of chemicals are they? Are they like Pokemon? They sound like Pokemon. Ubiquium is a red liquid used in all manner of everyday products.
I've heard of ubiquium. That's the key ingredient in red polynolbs, yes.
I need
Jack isn't here to laugh at that one, but that's lore now.
paint and dishwashing liquids, among various others. On its own, it is entirely benign.
So it's something anyone could get their hands on.
Precisely, but the same cannot be said for asphyxion. The Pokemon that chokes you to death. That does sound nasty. What is it used for? I bet it's for choking you to death. It is the main ingredient in a product called Infesticide Ultra. Sounds like a Pokemon game.
It's the best metal band you've ever heard of, right there.
or a really good boomer shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It is pure white in color and is unavailable to the average consumer. In fact, it is nigh impossible for members of the public to obtain it here in this country. As such, we are currently investigating where it might have come from.
Oh, that's why they're here.
The gas was produced when bright red ubiquium and pure white asphyxion were mixed together.
And now it's pink!
I'm back! And I know the name of the chemical now.
Don't waste your breath. Judge Gavel informed us already.
Oh, great. That'll make this quicker, I guess. So the source of the gas, ubiquium, is used in paint and shit, right? And there was somebody here at the gallery today who brought paints with them.
Laurice Deauxnim.
Your friend, the artist. My accent's not there, I'm sorry.
You can't accuse me just because of that! There's not even any red paint on this thing! Look!
Objection to the paints on that palette in your hand.
Edgy? Is this kid okay? He seems a little... Indeed. I haven't known him long, but he's a little prone to jumping to the wrong conclusion. Okay, for reference...
I don't have... And where's the indeed? I don't have it.
How old is Eustace again? 17, right.
Kay is also 17?
Yeah.
Oh, there you.
Yeah.
Hey! Quit talking about me like I'm not even here.
My voice dropped in the 2nd grade.
No, his voice dropped between these two cases. Between last case and this case.
His voice dropped, yeah.
He finally hit puberty.
20 minutes ago! Ignore them, Eustace. They're simply intimidated by you. Nothing more. Why not give them yet another reason to fear you with one of your winning deductions?
Winning? Yeah, good idea. Get a load of this, losers.
I really like your Eustace voice.
It's really fun.
This is like one of the 2 voices that I can do confidently. So.
It's a good voice.
Winner's winning deduction.
I can do like that, and I can do like a really like annoying like posh guy voice, like posh English accent.
Our friend, the artist, over here won the race to find the victim and was the first on the scene, correct? And the gas the victim was poisoned with is made from ubiquium, which, as we know, is found in paint. He was carrying paint on his person, and he was one winning stride away from the victim. Which surely makes him the winner on our list of suspects.
Jesus Christ. This was,
right, Gavel? You think so too, right? Please, right?
This is still better than his testimony in the last case, where his whole point was, I found evidence on that thing. Literally, that was a line that he said.
It is a possibility that certainly can't be discounted. I'm throwing my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Well,
The fuck are you doing? Those are collector's items.
She does look like a Yu-Gi-Oh slash
Yu-Gi-Oh
Pokemon
character.
slash Digimon like
They fully just both look like that.
gym
Yeah.
leader ass designs.
It's the way the hair. It's like the way her hair specifically is drawn.
Yeah.
It's
I
giving
think it's the
such
cloak
like
to me. The
Yeah.
cape she's wearing
The
is
cape
really
Cape too, yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh-esque.
Yeah.
it's giving. She's like the psychic type either gym leader or Elite Four member,
Exactly.
and she's probably really tough and is gonna wreck your shit.
Absolutely the hardest fight in the game.
Red
Yeah.
paint at the scene of the
Eustace
crime?
Eustace is like the easy fight before her.
Yeah, he's like the minion before her that
Yeah.
you beat like really
Yeah,
easily,
yeah.
and then she's
And you're like, man, this is
reasonably
getting
difficult.
crazy. And then she
To
shows up
them
and you're like, oh,
combined
fuck.
is giving evil team energy, but he is
Yeah.
giving like grunt in an evil team.
Yeah.
exactly.
not-
Yeah.
Not complete like no name jobber, but one of the named henchmen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you leave red paint at the scene of the crime? Or something more sinister? The catalyst for a cloud of toxic gas, perhaps?
I think I might have left my heart there, you know? And you might have picked it up. Larry, stop!
So
Larry,
brave.
stop flirting with the judge!
I would be careful what you say to me. My gavel is already primed to deliver a
Just
guilty
holding
verdict.
it behind her head, like she's gonna fucking smack his head off.
She is.
She does. I mean, yeah. Ignore
He's
him,
basically a
please,
paladin.
Your Honor. It's for the best. I mean, her
He is a
her
paladin.
hammer literally like extends and then
Quit
swings
stalling.
out. Like fucking.
What else could that
Like
be
it's a
for?
fucking Overwatch.
You can't
move.
run away from the fact that my reasoning is
Bloodborne weapon.
flawless. So admit defeat and crawl on out of here with your tails between your legs, because I win.
Ha!
You could even say
I have
Eustace
better things to
used
do.
to winning.
Yeah.
I'm winning it. I'm winning it.
I'm winning
I'm
it.
winning it. I'm winning
Winning.
it. Oh yeah.
I have better things to do than pick holes in your faulty logic. But I suppose I don't have much choice.
I mean, I think I mean, obviously we're gonna go into it, but like I think the biggest hole in the logic is like there's nothing here to prove that Larry actually meant to do any harm.
Yeah.
He could have just accidentally brought
Right.
paint that when exposed to something in the room there
Yeah,
caused poison.
that's true.
Caused a
That's
poisonous
true.
gas
Even if
cloud.
he did do it, it would have been bad.
Even if he is completely guilty of like actually being the one to bring the ubiquitium,
Mm-hmm.
he had there is zero evidence to prove that he's the one that did the poisoning.
You don't need me to voice this, right?
No.
No, this is just
You already read it, so it's just us present.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
If it's green, you don't really usually need to.
Yeah.
Alright, I just wanted to double check so I can go back to my game really quick.
we can just probably compress these, get some more info.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we can cover it for you for here
Yeah.
if a new thing comes up.
I mean, it's a game I can pause, so it's whatever. Just
From the
okay.
He won the race to fight. He was the first one on the scene. Isn't that already a contradiction? Like, according to what he told us, he was. No, I guess I don't have anything for that exactly.
Well, the victim referring to, I think the guy who got
the
passed out.
unconscious guy. I'll be the first to admit that he's something of a suspicious character.
First to admit, you try to beat me to it. But you can't, because I'm the winner. I'm the first rate, always.
Huh? I'm a first-rate artist, you say? Larry, I don't need you to make this any more convoluted than it already is, please.
I'm screenshotting that. Damn it.
Yeah, I guess it's not really screenshotable like that.
Nah.
Please,
I'll
Mr.
wait for the
Winner,
VOD.
just continue.
Roll the clip.
Ubiquium, which as we know is
Wubba
found in
dubba dubba,
paint.
is that
What's
true?
this evidence? It just says the gas of pursuit when yeah, okay, wait a minute. He would have to have, he was carrying paint on his person, he was one winning stride away from the victim. Surely makes him the winner. Okay, so if his ubiquium was the thing,
It would have to be mixed with the
asphyxion. I'm gonna press, and I might just try to present that, but I just want to see if there's any more to this. We do indeed. It seems it's found in a number of everyday products. Paints, red pollen orbs, all sorts of things.
Right, which makes your friend's paint pretty darned suspicious.
But like, isn't it also found in a bunch of other stuff too?
No. She has a winning point, I guess. Right, Cabell?
I suppose she does. As I said, ubiquium is also found in dishwashing liquids, among other things.
In other words, paint isn't the only possible explanation.
Cut to Larry doing dishes in the corner.
Just doing everything possible to make it so that you can't not pin this on him.
No, but just listen to the rest of my amazing deduction, will you?
Wubba dubba dub, is that true?
I am going to present the asphyxion thing.
Objection!
Yeah, okay. It was in
Oh,
fact
wow,
that
okay.
obvious. Cool. Your deductions are anything but winning, I'm afraid. Unless you're looking to win a prize for incoherence. I like that Eustace is so, like, kind of, like, dumb and quick to jump to conclusions that even Larry noticed earlier and was like...
Huh?
And was, like, weirded out by it. It was like...
What's this sad child? What's this sad
Yeah.
child doing alone?
So you agree that I deserve a prize?
What
Sure,
you
bud.
deserve is to be set right. The gas
Fucking
came
socks him in
from
the eye.
the gas came from within the case containing the sculpture of Pisces.
Shit.
It did, and it was created by the artist guy. With the red paint that we know is full of ubiquium.
Allow me to offer you a bit of advice, one prosecutor to
Yeah,
another.
thanks, I'm good.
It always helps to listen carefully to others. The gas
La, la,
is
la, la,
created.
la, la, la,
The gas is created when ubiquium is mixed with another substance, asphyxion. Paint containing ubiquium alone wouldn't create any kind of gas at all. Yeah, okay.
It wouldn't. No shit. What did you?
Yeah. No, that's like every cross-examination with this guy. It's just point out the really obvious contradiction, and then
I thought they said that I was. Quote.
So you're telling me this was all based on a mishearing of the forensics report? Oh, but you even called the doctor to double check. Oh my god.
Ugh.
The gas had already done its work by the time Mr. Butts found the victim. Perhaps it's your own aptitude you should be worrying about.
Damn. My aptitude? What does that even mean?
Yeah, your aptitude.
I'm gonna throw my stick at you.
You literally just learned 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, actually, he did.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, she
One
corrected him.
Did you?
No, he used attitude.
And she corrected
No.
him.
No.
You said aptitude.
Oh, did he?
Did I
Chat.
misread it? I
corrected
could've
him.
sworn it was aptitude.
Chat, check the tapes.
It means one's ability, or how one is suited to the particular task you assist.
And attitude, the other word you misused only minutes ago as well,
Oh, I guess I
is
did
another
misread
thing
it.
entirely. Well, no, I think maybe he did say both. I don't know. He mixes up his words so much that I don't think
Okay.
he doesn't even know what he's
He
saying.
could have said them both.
I get what you're doing.
Wrong.
You're in front of me again.
He could have said them both in the wrong context at different
Right.
times.
What
Yeah.
I am doing is demonstrating that you do not have the aptitude required to head up this investigation.
Damn.
Before you go any further, you might wish to consider some of the flaws in your own statement.
What we said about the gym leader battles is it's literally how this goes. We
Mhm.
do one testimony with Eustace, we point out his really dumb contradiction, and then we deal with her for another like 2 testimonies. That's pretty much how all
Yeah,
of their
you-
appearances go.
You beat the 2 starting Pokemon and you're like, okay, this is pretty easy. And then the Ace comes out and you're like, what do you mean it's 5 levels over the over where my highest level Pokemon is? Why is it kicking all of my Pokemon's ass?
And what flaws might those be?
Firstly, that you cannot prove your artist friend did not enter the Autumn Wing.
That's
And secondly, that you cannot prove the red paint did not have something to do with the crime.
But the paint isn't important on its own, surely. What's important is the combination of the red ubiquium with white asphyxion. How exactly were the 2 substances introduced to one another? Surely we need to figure that out before anything else.
Indeed we do. And that is what Eustace will be investigating next. Not you, get the fuck out. Or what he would already be investigating had you not been here, making needless trouble.
We are not here to make trouble. Quite the opposite, in fact. We're here to help.
Also, we were here first, minding our own business.
Right.
Are you saying that you know how the gas was made, Mr. Big Smart Man? I don't believe you.
I can certainly point you towards a vital clue as to how it was done.
He is bluffing.
They swapped places.
Ignore him.
It's fine, Gavel. He's clearly lying. Might as well let him talk himself even further into a corner.
If you are sure.
I always love that, like, Gavel, because she can't, like, because she wants to support Eustace for whatever reason. We came up with it in our canon, and I think in the game it's just because she wants to fuck with Edgeworth.
Yeah.
She has to let him. She has to let. She has to let him.
Justice
be-
Jesus.
Yeah.
Come on, then.
Oh, I thought we decided that it was. I thought we decided that she was his son, and that this is just a good old fashioned case of nepotism.
Show me a move.
I think the lore. I know a little bit about the lore, and it will be established why they let him do all this stuff and why.
Whatever the
She
fuck
No,
he
I
likes
mean,
wants.
fuck their lore. I mean our lore. And our lore, I'm pretty sure he's her son, or at least like son figure.
Right? Yeah.
He's
It's a
getting this
very
job through sheer
weird mommy
nepotism.
son thing going on. What shows that the gas was created? Blowtorch.
I think blowtorch.
This piece of evidence
No, I
shows.
think-
Nope.
No.
I think it might be the painting,
Yeah, maybe.
or the
I'll look at the pen.
because the painting
Oh,
shows
the
there's
red.
red.
The
There's
red
red on the
yeah. Okay.
My fucking hair's
Like,
standing.
He visibly moved
Yes,
away
this
from
was
me by
so
like
fucking-
floating.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, don't let them poison the discourse. You can do this. This is
Good-
not
good,
fair.
Good pun.
You're a
should've
pretty
heard.
good opponent, Edgeworth. You made me use my floating move.
Red ubiquium and pure white asphyxion. Let me look at this again.
like the pure white statue and the
And
red
then
and the red.
Yeah.
Take
okay.
that.
Yeah, there
You saying this somehow shows us how the chemicals were mixed to make the poison gas?
we go. Heh, that's exactly what I'm saying, yes.
What is
Thank you
this, a
for
red bread?
noticing. No, it's a Laurice Deauxnim.
Well, they do say I have a good eye.
The red tears Mr. Butt saw. That was the ubiquium.
What? Wait a second. You were saying the statue cried the stuff out? Gross. What, so our culprit is some kind of evil spirit?
I told you the statue was cursed! Larry, shut up.
You just like
How much time am I going to waste taking him through this step by step? The red tears alone would not have been enough to create the gas. They must have mixed with something else inside that case.
What? And what evidence do you have that that's happened? That
Wait,
that's what happened.
Is this implying that just like with a scone before, these statues are also just
Fake.
people painting them to look like ice.
I feel like that's the whole thing of this case, is all these, like, impressive, like, things are actually just, like, fake. The evidence
someone
is
used
right.
and if someone used asphyxium, like liquid white
Yeah.
asphyxium.
The evidence is right there in the sketch I just showed you. I need to point out the part that shows the two... Oh my god, red and white is pink. That's... Yeah.
Take that.
The joke earlier about now it's pink. Yeah. Observe the pool of pink liquid beneath
I'm
the
very
Pisces
colored.
statue's glass case. This clearly shows that the two chemicals mixed.
What? Wait! I don't get it. How does that prove that some ubiquium mixed with some asphyxion?
We have an
I choose
artist
you.
with us. Why don't we ask him? Larry, you claim to be something of a painter. I imagine you have some experience
That's
mixing
hard.
colors.
That hurts.
Larry, surely even you can get this question right.
Larry, you think you're a painter, right?
Surely even you can get this question right, Larry. What happens when you mix red with white? Don't
You
treat
get
me
light
like
red.
a dum-dum, Edgy. I did graduate from junior high, you know. Any idiot knows that red
That's
and white
middle
make
school.
pink. Yeah, exactly.
Light red,
Red, white, it makes blue, just like that character from the first game.
Oh
I
god.
remember him, yeah.
I mean, there's variations. You got your rose pinks and your baby pinks. That will be more than enough, thank you. I love when Edgeworth has Larry talk for 2 lines and then tells him to hold it, and kicks him out of the case again. So funny. Do you see
They're great friends, can you tell?
Do you see what I'm getting at now, Mr. Winner?
Oh,
Oh,
I think I do.
I do. I like. There's some consistency with both, like the main game and with these games, where it's like all of Edgeworth's friends. Edgeworth is not good at making friends. All of his friends are just people who kind of like pushed their way into his life, and he's like, "All right, hi, I guess you're here now." Like the K, Gumshoe, Phoenix,
He
Larry.
doesn't care enough to push them away. He's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah,
alright, I
yeah,
guess you're here.
Mhm.
Oh, welcome back.
Welcome back, Jack.
I
Hi,
learned
Jack.
insane lore about myself that I don't think I could share on stream, but I'll share the second stream stuff.
Fascinating.
Oh,
Jack, before you start reading, I need you to do like a really hearty chest.
How many hearts did you eat?
No, it's just funny lore, but it's about personal things that happened in college. It's funny, it's hilarious,
okay.
but
Jack, before you start reading
how the
your
fuck
lines,
do you say this?
You have to do a really hearty chest cough, please.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. Anyway, Bokium is red, Faxion is white. Mix the two together.
Sorry, ubiquitous.
Ubiquium
No,
and Asphyxium.
This is how I'm used to saying it.
He coughed and forgot how to say all the words.
And you get pink. That's what the pink liquid is. It's the blood from Danganronpa.
Yes, very good. We got there in the end.
Yes. Interesting.
He still doesn't get that
Jesus
that's
Christ.
what caused the poison gas.
Mhm.
He just thinks that the red and the white made pink.
I think you finally convinced me, is what Kay would say if she was here.
Sorry, Jack. Covering for Lauren for that line did not work. Because
and
Gavel's.
here, she would say that you've raised a possibility and nothing more, and that she always viewed me as a son.
And then she wants to give me her credit cards again. I can be
so I can play Angry
can be-
Birds.
Oh, God.
Furthermore, I think she would say we cannot we cannot know for sure that this shows the results of the two chemicals have mixed. Oh God, she's still going.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she's gonna keep going. Might as well just wait. Might as well just wait for a second.
Yeah, I don't think Lauren's gonna be gone for long.
Yeah, she did.
Sounded like she
didn't
was
say-
just stepping away for a second.
Yeah, okay.
Sure. Unless Kale wants to be Lauren, because I think that would be the funniest option.
Or we could just listen to this theme for.
It goes hard.
Music in this game slaps.
Oh yeah, we were talking earlier about how like Gavel, like obviously like Gavel's design, like it's very Phoenix, right? But it also gives very Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon like energy. Like she
gym
looks like she
leader.
could be yeah, like the gym leader or the Elite Four member. And how like when you put her next to Winner, it's giving the energy of like the evil team's minion and then their leader. And besides, you're is that true?
Did she say where she was going? I did not.
I'm gonna
All right.
take a pick.
You know what? I'll just read it. I'll just do my best Gavel impression.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll do it
And
live.
besides, the sketch you are attempting to enter as evidence was drawn by a suspect. How can we possibly hope to rely on its veracity?
Hey! I drew everything exactly as I saw it. A true artist never lies or embellishes the truth. Okay, Larry.
Forgive me. It's time to lock in. Bye-bye.
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 God damn it.
Bye-bye.
She's a cold one, but I like it. Larry! Get out of here.
Yeah, more evidence that Loki never has a girlfriend is the fact that like he'll like meet hot girls and be like, "What are you doing after this?" And it's like, why are you playing the field?
Right. Yeah.
It's called future farming, Edgy.
I'm looking for the next next Xmas butts.
Larry's like Chekhov's woman, where he either has never had a girlfriend or he's the biggest womanizer of all time, and it's impossible to tell which is true. Yeah, Schrodinger.
We
It's
know
also
he
very highly possible that he just.
Lauren, you're back.
Hi. I had to piss. What's up?
Oh,
you
nothing.
just missed a couple lines.
Courtney
It's
just give out.
Cool. I'll never live it down. I understand.
You may rest assured, Your Honor.
Leave the game and not play your character. That's so unprofessional.
Yeah.
You may rest assured, Your Honor, that I mean to prove my theory to all of our satisfaction.
It may not be wise to jeopardize your position any further, Mr. Edgeworth. Especially as there is another question to which you have not provided a rather satisfactory answer.
Are you and Phoenix dating?
How can you prove that this man did not enter the Autumn Wing?
Oh.
Question 2A, do you want to kiss Phoenix on the mouth?
Mm.
Until you're able to answer these questions, there is little more to discuss.
Wait, maybe the victim could help us out with that.
The victim like rises from the dead. Those two are gay.
They're definitely
with Ed.
Mr. Gusto, he's still unconscious in critical condition.
Oh, he is. Oh.
He's sad about it. Now, if you don't mind, Eustace needs to carry out his own investigation of this area. Also, he is night-night soon.
Yeah,
If you would
I'm
be
getting tired.
to leave him in peace. Stop snoring. You sound like George. For the presiding judge's sake, I pray to the goddess that you need not ever be summoned to testify.
For once I'm in agreement. The last time he testified in court, it went, very badly.
Long story short, we're not allowed in the country of the ball.
Now then, is there something you wish to say?
I was
Mr.
referring to the
Arthur?
One Piece incident, but yeah, that was bad too.
They were all bad.
If you could just hold that pose for a moment there, Miss Ice Queen. God damn it.
I am Justice Verity Gavel, and I would be grateful if you would dispense with these childish epithets.
These two feel like characters that, like, should never be interacting.
Like the polar opposite
Yeah.
of like characterization in every single way. Like the most underspoken, like quiet menace character versus the loud, boisterous gag character of Larry Butts.
Oh, ho! Yayo, yayo! Finally, she tells me her name. Nice to meet you, Verity. Name's Laurice Deauxnim, but you can call me Laurice. Larry, the whole point of name is blank, but you can call me blank is that the name that they're calling you is different. It's a different name.
Also,
I'm gonna defend him for a second. I think in Japanese he was saying you can call me Laurice because calling someone by your first name means you're incredibly close with them.
Oh.
So like, she would call him by his last name, but because, yeah, that's just a thing that doesn't translate.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Overseas that well.
But I feel like it works as a.
they could have done a. I'm Mr. Deauxnim, but you could call me Laurice.
Right, I feel like they want definitely.
That kind of gets the point across.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was just defending. It's like.
Yeah.
Defending Larry.
Well, I was just gonna be like, also, as a defense attorney, do not imply that you have multiple names. You could get fined in court for perjury.
If you could stop wasting the court's time, Mr. Deauxnim.
Oh yeah. Sorry. It's just that there's something I forgot to mention. Of course there is. The door was locked. I tried to open it, and then the old guy came tumbling out.
It does appear that the door can be unlocked from the inside.
Do I know what? What?
Does he know?
However, that does not necessarily mean that it was locked at the time as you claim. Without proof, your statement carries little weight, I'm afraid.
Fender has not talked
Well,
in so long
as
that
it
Scotty was
happens,
here, bro.
I can back our pal here up on that.
She forgot he was here
Yep.
too.
You forgot I was here too, didn't you?
It was nice while it lasted.
We tried to come in here too, but it's just like the guy said. It was locked up tight.
Larry, Fender, Larry, and Eustace are literally 3 different generations of tweet characters that talk like this. And they're all here at the same time.
Fender is the twink death. Ain't that so, Miles Areno?
It is. I distinctly remember how it went.
So, Winter Soldier Wing, Winter Soldier Wing,
Winter Wing, Soldier Wing.
Winter
I've
Wing,
been
Soldier
waiting.
Wing. Huh? I don't believe it. It's locked. The gallery's open for biz, but the Winter Wonder Wing's off limits. What gives?
Prior to the incident with the gas, it was not possible to enter this room from the outside.
And what is to say that your suspicious friend was not in here with the victim the entire time?
The fact that he didn't suffer the ill effects of the gas. God damn it, he's playing Angry Birds again. Search him for a gas mask if you like. I doubt you'll find one.
I see. Then I suppose we will have to take you at your collective word. Please turn the volume down.
Sorry.
That was a little too.
I always keep my
easy.
volume at 2 points. I need you to keep, in line with
Well-
Mommy has a headache, dear.
Well, Judge Gavelle, do you accept that Mr. Butts is no longer a viable suspect? There's no way that is at 2 points! And that once again, Mr. Winner's deductions have fallen short of the mark.
Hey, use this, so we need to count to 2 together. You go 1, and then you go to 2.
Two.
Good job. No.
What are you all talking about? I just needed some more information, that's all. I'm not playing Angry Birds. No, Matilda! I got it! Yay! You can't blame the guy for being a little hasty with his deductions.
You know it's not cool if you... fuck.
You
Yes, I can.
Now the rest of your sentence isn't valid.
I can't.
I win
You
the
know it's
argument.
not cool for a prosecutor to be saying shit like that, right? Right? Very well. Then perhaps we should call our next suspect.
Next suspect?
Mr. Deauxnim, you may step down. Then.
Huh? Go, you mean? But I was enjoying our time together, Verity. Let me stick around, please?
Haha, no.
Over.
Show no mercy. Squish my heart into a goopy mush. I love it. Larry, get
Who
out of
wants to get
here.
stepped on?
Get out of
No
it.
wants to be stepped on so bad.
Who exactly is this next suspect? Oh my god. Okay, wait, I'm making a decision for all of our sakes that we're gonna stop stream before Delicious Cone also has to testify.
God.
Are you
Or else
sure?
it's gonna...
Delicious Cone.
Are you sure?
Your artist friend may have struggled to lay his hands on a bottle of Infesticide Ultra. But someone in her line of work would surely have a better idea of where such a thing might be acquired. The court hereby calls for a 10-minute recess. And in that case, we mean 10 days.
Not
Eustace,
inaccurate.
we will go and fetch the suspect. Your winning smile will bring her running, I am sure.
my winning? Of course, Gavel. Let's go get her at once. Hey, Detective Flatfoot, you carry on investigating while I'm gone, okay?
Sure.
On his name. It's on his name.
Is it possible? Could Judge Gavel have suspected Miss Scone from the start? Ubiquium is
Now that
used
you
in
mention
red
it, she
polymorphs.
wasn't. Shut the fuck up
She
about the
wasn't a
polymorph,
I thought
man.
she wasn't a Narbonne.
I don't know.
Now that you mention it, she wasn't helping Mr. Winter like she usually does, huh?
Oh yeah, she did reveal she wasn't enough. What exactly is your angle here, Judge Gavel? Why did I say that like she was in the room? What exactly is your angle here, Judge Gavel? Okay, to be continued. Yeah, perfect.
Perfect.
We okay, we made it
Perfect.
through. We made it through two to be continued
We got through two
today.
parts.
That's really good.
2 parts.
Pretty
Yeah.
solid.
Miss Cone's testimony. Oh god, when that has a
I have
whole
to wait a
fucking...
few more. I have to wait till Saturday till playoffs.
April 2nd.
No, we're not.
Man,
I'm just...
Miss Brown.
Wubba dubba dub, is that true?
Ugh.
Save. Which we just did, but I'll do it again. 'Cause why not? Alright. That was fun.
Why shouldn't that?
Somehow Laurice Deauxnim returned.
Somehow.
Somehow.
Somehow Larry returns.
But this game's so good that Larry being in a case doesn't automatically like ruin it.
No, honestly, I think the joke of Larry is actually decent at art is actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
I think that idea of like Larry shows up and it's like, oh, typical Larry, like he's here to ruin the whole thing, both literally and metaphorically. And then it's like, oh wait, Larry A gave us some pretty important evidence, and B, he was actually decent. He had an actually decent little drawing.
I mean, I still maintain that the whole Larry Steel Samurai thing from Case 5 of the last game would have been a fine, funny, like an Edgeworth Larry Steel Samurai case would have been fine if it wasn't also
Why did they put
the
it
final
in the,
case
why
of
did
the
they put it-
game. Yeah.
Yeah, that could have been a fine case. Why did they put it in the middle of their? Why did they put it in the middle? Why did they put their Steel Samurai gets accused of murder case again in the middle of their big climactic final case?
Do what your computer wants you to do. Play me in Senator Nerdle.
All right. No, they stuffed. I should go to. They stuffed their idea for a joke case into an otherwise like real case. But I'm gonna. I mean, we can play around if you want, but I'm going to stop streaming.
Oh yeah, then I'll give you guys the.
Yeah, and then you can tell us your war dump. Yeah. All right. Arrivederci.